Buonasera tutti. Good evening. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Is
Welcome to the stream that says heinous shit before we go live.
Pretty,
But
yeah.
no one hears it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Michaela, your dungeon master, and this is episode.
Is that what you are?
Episode 13. No, I'm a placeholder. The real DM's coming over soon. Episode 13, Dusk.
That was a terrible whistle. I don't know what you said.
I can't whistle.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ah,
can't do it.
good shout out, man.
That's a shame.
It's unlike me.
I'm glad we had this discussion.
What is this bullshit?
Whatever. You unwrap your burrito.
Didn't you know that this is actually the whistling episode?
Yeah, people paid for this. Whistling.
You can yodel instead of whistling.
Oh, yes, you're good at that.
I can try. Early apologies, actually, if you hear me coughing. It may happen from time to time.
Wow.
How
Way to be a
dare you.
Pokemon. So,
Whistle.
Stop looking directly into my soul. It's unsettling.
are you... well, I can't remember who was going to do which shout out, but... oh, that's right. Hey, we're back. It's been a week of sickness, so shout
Everyone
out...
hydrate, please.
Yeah, oh, wow. I can't see that. Why is that not in the chat?
It is in the chat. Oh, there's two of them.
There's two of them.
No, and jeez.
And a third.
Please don't hit me.
Who's doing this?
Is this-
Yeah, Ben's drinking a stout. Be kind, please.
I didn't realize. Any reason? Maybe it's just not part of the...
You have to maybe hit join the conversation. That might happen.
Oh. Yeah, cool. We're just looking at
I'm
ourselves.
scared at Ben controlling the TV. Lol.
It's good stuff.
Allow me to. You just keep that up there, and
Yeah,
if someone
so
else wants to do their shout out,
We'll just keep going. So yeah, we were a bit under the weather last week, which is why we did miss an episode. Well, not an episode, but just missed that session. So we're really happy to be back. I know I am. We're in a slightly different room than we normally do. So let us know how we sound and if it's good or not. But since you're doing that, I am going to shout out our amazing friend Aeoncraft. Aeoncraft, hello, welcome. And he also runs a stream where he pours dice and makes dice in front of your very eyes, and you can commission a certain type of dice with him as well. And you can find him on aeoncraft.com.au to look for your own special set of dice and apparel. Speaking of, we are giving away one of his shirts.
wow, this
as
sounds
well.
so official.
And we are, and it's good. Thanks, Dad. We're giving away one of his shirts as
There's
well.
another hydrate there.
Oh wow!
Hey.
Jeez.
Enjoy that. And one of his shirts. Look on our Twitter page; it's pinned, and get into the draw. We are going to be doing
Is
that.
better sell than the elder here?
Yes, I am old. Thanks for pointing that
No,
out.
I think they're talking about your dad.
Oh, sure. That's amazing.
It's hot in here.
A little bit.
Or I've got COVID again.
No. So we've got Aeoncraft's giveaway. So thank you very much, Aeoncraft, for partnering with us with that. Any other shout outs that you'd like to mention?
Yeah, we should shout out Jaspers.
100%.
Yeah, that's it. No, I'm joking. Hey, anyone in the chat heard of a thing called Jaspers Game Week? It's happening. Yeah, well, since we met most of the people there,
Yeah.
yes, correct. It's happening in the US at the moment, so you can tune in to people like Brennan Lee Mulligan, a couple of other really heckin' cool people that cost a lot of money to play with. Speaking of people that cost a lot of money to play with, our DM's doing the first game. So thank you to everyone who bid on that game. Raised around $330 for that one game. So it costs on average around $100 to play with you. So we won't be being invoiced for that. Because we pay you in love and mostly respect. Second game is you.
It is me, with a couple of people who are currently in the chat. I see D20's trying to get us drunk in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I learned...
This is payback for his pre-stream that he did.
Yeah.
I learned early playing in this stream with a hydrate redeem to switch to mid-strength beers for this. So, did you, Ben?
No.
Cool. Third game.
Yes.
Ham as well.
Ham
and we'll be there. So yes, check them out as well as us.
Third game.
Play. Third game. So I'll be playing on the 15th at 7. MVC will be there, and a few others. I'm very excited. Very, very excited.
And then I think you're playing. Oh no, you're next. You're
I
playing
would
next.
be next, yeah. That would be the Monday.
You're playing
which
Call of
is the 16th.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, Call of Cthulhu, which I am actually very much looking forward to.
Who are you playing with?
Been a while. I am with NBCDM, D20, and also Tolera.
Yeah, and House of Cthulhu is your
That's
DM.
what it is.
And then you're playing before I play.
Yep. So I'm a player in another game, which is cool. So yeah, should be fun.
And then I get to play.
Good.
And I get to play with D20.
Cool. Very
Help.
nice.
And I also get to play with MVCDM, which is awesome. One of our friends over at Raging Rolls, GM Chef is my DM as well, who I played with in one of the Ardent Roleplay streams, and bullied mercilessly. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's all for charity. If you're in the chat and you happen to not know what it is, then jump on board and have a look. Thank you to Meeples and Dragons for bringing it down under, and Ardent Roleplay for supporting that. You'll also be able to next Tuesday. The only excuse to not be watching Jasper's Game Day is going to be watching us, which we would never take away for raising money for charity. So we're going to be donating. We're going to have some donations up next Tuesday for our stream as well for Jasper's Game Week that you can put some fun redemptions in on. So yeah, if you're not watching Promethean on that game, you can come hang out with us instead.
I think there was another hydrate in there somewhere.
Did that.
No, let's just ignore it and hope it's not there.
They redeemed it. It's their right. Nice. Is it getting better or worse?
It's
Like it's no smoked ham beer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yuck. All right, with that,
Who haven't we shouted out? Arden.
correct. What was that?
Sorry, I was just reading something in the background. Yeah. Go and fucking shout out to Arden.
Thank you so much, Ardent Roleplay. We're partnering with them to bring you some AR. Unfortunately, this evening it may not happen, just some technical issues, but we are very, very excited to stick with them, and very happy to be using their AR. If you haven't heard of Ardent Roleplay before, just go ahead and internet search them and download their app, and in the future you can be part of looking at the scene in front of you and seeing and what we are describing and playing as well at the same time. So the audience participation is awesome with Ardent Roleplay.
There's one more game we have to shout out. I'm sorry, for Jaspers, and that is the game of our longest serving viewer ever. And that is also our mod NVCDM, who is DMing, I believe it's the morning game or the mid game on the last day.
The night game.
It's not the night game. Very exciting. It was the game that I was like, if I could bid on any of these games, this is the game I would bid on, because I have never played with NVC as a DM.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be very fun to watch. Cool. All right. What else
Oh my
we have?
god. Sorry, I just realized who that is.
Maestro Della Monday.
Excellent. With that in mind, what else we got? Just what would like to say?
Happy birthday to my dad.
Happy birthday to the grand. Yeah,
It actually is his birthday. So.
that's amazing. Tanti auguri.
Happy
He's
birthday,
not
Happy
watching,
birthday.
but
Buon compleanno.
I'll play that back to him when I see him on Friday.
Someone
Do
clip
that.
it for her dad.
Nice. All right. Well, we're going to pick up where we left off 2 weeks ago, and we're going to intro this mother trucker and then come back in and recap. So, enjoy. And we're back.
Gallows!
Hello.
Hi!
Hello,
Hi! For those of you who don't know, Gallows is an Australian streamer, is apparently super tall, so has to take 15-minute breaks.
Hey, Gallows.
And met Gallows on TikTok, posted about the fact that he was streaming. I was like, hey, gotta jump into that stream. Because it's always weird when you meet other Australian streamers. Commented that we were streamers as well. And he was like, what? Streaming D&D? I've got to watch this. And here he is, raiding with 15 people. So thank you so much. And
Very kind.
if you've come along with Gallows, our name is Fate's Grip. We are a Dungeons & Dragons actual play stream. We play every Tuesday at 6:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And next week you can catch us through Jasper's Game Week, raising money for Beyond Blue and suicide awareness and charity. So tune on in.
Beautiful. Well done. And thank you so much for rating. That's really, really appreciative. Okay, well, I'm going to play some music and we're going to recap from 2 weeks ago. So, last we left off here. You were in Wove, a city in Vim, and you accepted the task of the Fire King, Gorslag, to explore their underground city, Altoth, to search for their missing kin after a massive earthquake struck the city and its underground home of the giants. In doing so, you discovered a place and scene that transcended Vim, a place where no magic existed outside of the world. You met a hermit, Imhul, who invited you to his home he
Holy
found.
shit.
And you saw sights untold, worlds and floating flotsam. We'll get to you soon. After resting peacefully through, though, you found the old elf surrounded by hooded figures who spoke softly in unison and chanted while Vim sped up all around you in an unknown environment to you, and the earth broke and the clouds shuddered, and the winds picked up and howled, and the necklace around Velo's neck beat harder and harder. And when the dust cleared, familiar Fae popped into existence, void of the usual bright color, and faded to the ground, shocked and stunned, stating that the magic had left reality. You were exclaiming.
Oh, thanks, Ramshin, for the gift subs.
Thank you so much, Ramshim, for the gift.
Sorry, I was just
That's very
getting my
kind of you.
setup, like, of everything together.
So, in front of you, hopping into existence with a cloaked figures behind this old elf, just standing, chanting. Over and over. You understand this to be words that just pierce your mind and cause a headache to just come at you all of a sudden. And would you hear the words just scrape your scalp as they translate to void, void, magic fades.
He's just chanting this over and over again.
Yeah. They all are. And you can see now 15 of these hooded figures just dotting behind the first 3 that are directly over and looking over this old elf, disheveled, tired, and just looks like he's been severely beaten.
This elf is the same one that gave us hospitality.
Correct.
Just before, yeah.
Correct.
And you said there's like 15 of these?
Yeah. Just hooded. You see that there's a familiar looking white skin, just alabaster skin that seems to be sort of drooping a little bit, like like old paint that's just drying up. You can see that it's just starting to peel off and drip onto the ground. It's as though this thing is shedding liquid skin onto the ground, and all of them seem to be following suit with these snarls in between the chants.
How many feet away is it from
It's about 40 feet away from you.
GP? Jeez.
But all around you, you can hear the echo of this chant as though they're right behind your ears, looking over and up. You suddenly notice that you're, in fact, not far from Wove. You look towards your left and look up, and you see that the mountain range, dark and foreboding, is just almost bent over you. And looking up and behind, you can see that there's an edge of a wall halfway up this mountain that is familiar to you. It's covered though with a thick mat of cloud, dark cloud. And this cloud is moving swiftly, again, much faster. Now picking up again as they continue chanting. The wind starts to pick up more as well.
I don't think this is a good place.
I don't think they should finish that chant.
I don't think we could beat them.
I will nod in agreement to the conversation heading over there, and I kind of like rub my temple. If you're all happy out here singing your songs, we'll just take our friend and leave, yeah?
As the rest of them chant, the one in the middle stops, and you can clearly understand that was the loudest voice in this whole choir. The others are much lower in volume, deep in their voice, and you can see that this one seems to just enlarge itself. It gets taller and broader. The shadow just streaks over the top of you. And you can see this cloak makes the most of the surrounding darkness and envelops your space around. With how tall he is, he could be giant size again, as he just becomes larger and larger than life. And as he looks down at all of you, he says, This is it. Planning so long. Fruition.
You couldn't have practiced a better song.
Sid plays music too.
Know this and be messengers of this act. Since Vim became living, we have worked, coming through a portal secretly and undoing the magic the Fae have bestowed here. You will come to know that they are the evil ones, and we are Vim's saviors. Magic here was chaotic, unbound. Now it is controlled. Now it is disciplined. Now we beast.
That was really creepy.
But why?
Do you have to
Why?
kill our friend to do this?
No consequence. Keep the flesh thing. The whispers have told us that he is no longer needed here. Live your pitiful lives. Then suddenly, the beating stops of this necklace around your neck. And in unison, the chanting stops. And you hear this intake of breath quickly. And this imposing figure continues to speak. In fact, before that, he takes his cloak, his hood of his cloak off, and you can see that there are 4 eyes.
4 eyes.
He doesn't have glasses. One set above the other. You can see that his second open mouth as well is along the side of his right cheek and speaks in unison and at the same time. You can see these fangs of yellow and white just opening and closing around his lips, and it's though that his mouth can't fit such teeth, and dangerous they look. And you can see that that dripping of that white skin continues, and these eyes are just black.
What are you?
Peace that you need not importance on. The whispers tell us not to reveal our true selves, and for that we must away. Now,
Do we at least get your name?
we are one.
Do we get your collective name?
We are one. That is what we have become.
It's oddly unspecific.
Why then? Why, since we have taken the magic of this world, do you still exude it?
We're not even sure ourselves. And I go to Judah.
Tell us.
I've not even been able to cast any spells until just only a few moments ago.
While they're engaging with them,
Yep.
No one's getting engaged.
can I just kind of try and maybe not like stealth off to the side, but like stand back a bit, and if their gaze is drawn to them, I'll try and wait for a moment when I'm not being, I guess, perceived as obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd like to use the message cantrip,
Uh-huh.
much like I've incepted Rook to get me Hood to get me a drink, and they keep talking about the whispers telling him stuff. So I'll be like, leave them, they are important, leave them.
Just in your voice?
Well, in that voice.
In that
I
voice?
don't know what these whispers sound like, so I'm guessing creepy.
Sure, okay.
Good.
You're directing this at this person that
At
is
the
being,
one who's engaging
speaking?
us.
Okay.
Yeah. But trying to do it, yes, on the side without him noticing that I'm obviously.
Make a sleight of hand check, please.
You make yours at disadvantage. Just from my respect. Don't actually.
It was better.
Oh, good.
Look, I don't know why I bother with these dice, because I don't think I've rolled higher than a 5 on any.
Put it in the jail.
Yeah,
Goodness
but it's all the
gracious.
dice though. So that's a 4 plus 3.
Okay, so 7.
Did you
Yeah.
have your advantage roll?
What advantage roll?
Didn't we get an inspiration at some point?
Not since your long rest, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You notice as you start to speak that the wind suddenly dies again, and you are speaking a little bit too loud in that split second because the wind was howling over the top of your voice.
Yeah, g'day, don't listen to them.
So
I was like, it's good. Shit on my lips.
So this being looks towards you with its quad eyes, and it just with its eyebrows just furrow white and as well, and you can see the skin just furrowing.
What?
Why do you still possess this skill? Tell us.
As this conversation's going on, he did say that we could take our elven friend, yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to kind of like just a bit walking up.
All right.
To get him.
As you walk closer, you suddenly feel cold.
Hellwise.
And as your every step towards this elf,
Not a 12.
your skin becomes ice. And you can look down, you can see your breath is just all fog. And you didn't make me a constitution saving throw, please. Nothing around you all this far away is cold, but you can see that Hood, as he continues to walk more forward, is just chattering his teeth. And you can see that there's an uncontrollable shake.
Do I see that from the elf as well then? 17.
17. You're fine, but you can't get any closer. You're about halfway to this elf, about 20 feet away. You know that any closer could spell some problems for you.
Gosh, do you feel that chill, our friend? And I look at him.
If you do not tell us, you are then enemy.
Well, we don't know. Like, can you?
Lies.
We don't.
We don't.
We actually don't. I'm not lying. If I knew, I'd be really happy about it.
If you really want to know, we were in woe. And we just happened upon this person here who helped us through
We walked through a hole.
our travels. Yeah, we were a little bit lost. We didn't even know this place
It
existed.
was like the murder fisher of death.
Insignificant.
Well, exactly. You're right. We are insignificant. You should just not worry about us.
No, but we actually don't know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth.
We are needed elsewhere.
Where?
Never heard of it.
Where?
Watch yourself.
No, but where?
And do not attempt to pursue us. As it is death. And know that Vim is now ours.
And who were you again?
He's the one. It's the ones.
They're the ones.
And with that, another breeze blows, and
We're all dead.
as though their cloaks are breaking apart, you can see pieces falling off them and following the wind. And soon they become the wind and just disappear.
Getting a bit tired of this.
And the elf is...
What do you mean? I've never met one of these things before.
I'm gonna. Am I still feeling the cold, or is it dissipated with?
That's vanished as well. You do not feel cold anymore. It seems to have been an effect by these creatures.
Oh, if everything's kind of disappearing, I'll rush up a bit more to check in on our friend.
All right.
Same.
Okay, you're going up to it. So Velo
There's a
and
popsicle
Hood,
now.
you're both towards this elf, and Gimble is just on the ground, panting. You can both make me medicine checks to see if he's okay. Certainly breathing.
Get your medicine kit out.
Do I have advantage because I have a medicine kit?
No.
22.
Whoa, that's flat 10.
Flat 10. Well, Gimble is breathing, definitely alive.
Yeah.
No apparent scars or bruises or anything.
He's dead.
You see maybe one bruise upon the temple,
Yeah.
but that's all you notice. But he looks pretty healthy otherwise. Maybe just in a bit of a scuffle.
Apologies, I didn't catch his name. It was
Gimhul.
Gimbal.
You notice, Velo, that there are
Yeah.
probably some internal injuries here. Bruising along the ribs, maybe cracked rib, perhaps. You also notice that there's definitely signs of concussion and shock here.
Ugh.
He's just looking at the ground, at the grass. Now the grass has faded. It's not that brilliant emerald green that you're used to. And he's looking at that and nothing else.
And his house has disappeared from behind us as well.
You're looking around. Make me a perception check if you don't mind.
Ugh.
What do you think, Velo? How's Gimme looking?
They kicked the shit out of him, but he'll be alive.
Gim. Or like, see if he reacts.
Nothing. Looking at that ground.
No.
9.
A 9. Looking around, you do also notice. You all did notice Wove is behind you. You also do spy a cave-in. This cave-in looks like it's fairly recent. Dust still looks like it's rising from this hole, or this once hole where now boulders and rocks have been pushed and fallen onto themselves. And you can even still hear the faint echoes of maybe others more within this tunnel. To your best guess, you might have appeared outside of this tunnel. So the person's home? No. Gimmel's home is nowhere to be found. But you do see Wove some kilometers away.
Okay, in that case, then I'm going to pull out a potion of healing. I'm just going to, I don't know, kind of turkey his head up towards the sky and just pour it in.
Gobble, gobble, gobble?
Yeah.
All right.
4.
Beautiful dice.
I know. Thank you, Meeples and Dragons. 9. Well, 9 points of health.
9 points. Okay. He is looking pretty well. He's now looking around, still panicked, but you can see a lot of the bruises around his innards are a lot more healed, a lot less purple and black. He can now breathe a little bit more calmly as well.
Gimhul, who are they?
Have you met them before?
They had found me. Just those 3 in that place. The void of magic. Where the space and the planets were. Oh. And he sort of just went up.
I can't see anything.
Are you looking up?
Yeah.
You notice that the sky has cleared, and he seems to be pointing to the moons. And for a second, you don't know what he's looking at, but you take a second look, and there should be 10. You count them again, there are now 8. There are now 8 and not 10 moons.
Excuse me while I just write that down.
Are we missing 2 moons?
Can you count?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wait, how many moons are there?
Are you looking?
Yeah, I'm going to look up.
As you look up, you understand, being in Vim for quite some time, that there should be 10 moons, but there are only 8 that you can count.
I'm only seeing 8.
Well, then why did you ask me?
Well, because I thought you'd be more panicked.
Oh, yeah, I'm panicked. But it was a joke.
Doesn't that kind of throw out all the cards and stuff you've made?
Well, I didn't make the cards, and not necessarily.
I don't know.
We just channel the power or the energies from the moons. Not necessarily, they're not the only fuel.
You're like down 20% on your moon energy.
No, it's fine. I think.
Gimhul, where are the moons?
There should be more.
It could just be a really dark night.
That's true.
Maybe.
I'm gonna help him to his feet.
Okay, you're going to help him up. Make me a strength check as you try and help him to his feet. He's
Guidance.
feeling quite.
Thank
You
you.
can add a D4.
Thank you. I need it.
If I'm with Velo investigating,
do it.
help him.
Yeah, help him up.
Do you want to roll an advantage if you want?
Yay! That's way better. That is at least a 20.
Okay. You pick him up without a problem with the help.
Not
of
only do you
Wood
pick him
as
up,
well.
but you pick him up.
Yeah, you like
Wow.
it straight.
I put him down. So I'm going to. So our cart's gone, so we're not anywhere near our cart or any of our steeds. It's just the 5 of us standing in the middle of.
Marjorie!
I think she's safe and sound in the city.
Yeah. We hold up our agreement with the giants. They'll be fine.
I don't know if Horsey will be fine.
We'll see. We'll be fine. I trust the cloud giant.
Oh, I trust her too. It's the rest of them.
Yeah, he's a bit of a fighter, I feel. Or she is, sorry. She could hold her own.
You left a chicken in a city of giants.
Yeah. Just a small town chicken.
Living in a
In my saddle
Leather
bag.
satchel.
Are we on a road? Or are we just in the middle of nowhere?
looking around, there doesn't seem to be a road. This part of you actually you can make me a survival check.
Get right. Was that a natty one?
That was a natty 6. Plus, 3. 9.
That's all right. So, with this in mind, you feel like you're on the eastern side, eastern mountains of where Wove is, but there's no path. This is simply wilderness. The only path really is from Wove back to Old Reki. That would be the main, one of the main paths, and it's a thin one at that.
Which way do we go?
Well, towards the giant mountain, I would assume. But looking around, is there any signs of further like cracks in the mountain or anything like there's been
Say
another
crack again.
large tremor?
Crack.
Fissure.
Make a perception check for me.
Crevice. Ugh. 5.
Oh my god. It's even with your dark vision, it is still quite dark. So it's difficult to tell if there's any more damage to the mountains, more than what you've already discovered. With the cave in though, that you can also see, you figure getting closer, it could get there. It could become a little bit more apparent that there might be more damage.
So where do we think we are?
Well, that
Forest.
giant mountain there. Wove's at the base of it.
Did anyone realize how we ended up here?
Yeah, I think we came through that cave hole, and I point at the recently.
It's
Recently
actually a
settled cave.
fracture.
Cave fracture.
So we've just entered in another portal then.
Yes, I think so.
Well, not necessarily. That was just maybe some magic that. I don't know. There's 8 moons.
Gimme, you okay?
Cool. We lost 2 moons.
Oh.
That is significant.
I mean, there was already too many up there anyway, right? How many moons do we need?
The tide's gonna be all fucked up.
Yeah. Well, 10 moons it already was.
Oh my gosh, you're right. There could be catastrophic changes around the world.
Flooding. Or lack thereof.
It could be really bad.
Good thing Woe's got a big drain hole in.
Yes, there is that. Is he coming to life a bit more as we walk along?
He's just gazing up at the lack of moons that are there, looking around at you all as though he's not really sure if you're actually there.
Can you walk?
Do you need any more assistance?
I can walk.
All right.
Yes.
I think
Okay.
you should come with us, Gimme.
Yeah, I don't think you're safe by yourself. They
What did
tried to
those-
kill you.
Yeah, what did those hooligans want with you?
I took them in, the 3.
I thought they were the one.
Well, the 3 of them. I don't know why they call themselves.
It's because they're one.
They all combined. He had 4 mouths.
You still have that book on you.
Not with me. Back at the house.
Could you make it back to the house?
Perhaps if I found a way back to.
You
Whoa.
need some rest.
Yes, I think rest is good.
Maybe we should all go back to Wove, collect the horses and the camels and the chicken, who's inevitably dead, and get you some rest.
I think that would be. You can leave me though.
That's
I'd just
okay.
be a burden. I can make it back to work by
You're
myself.
actually the first person we've met that's been genuinely nice to us.
What are we going to tell the fire giant when we make it back to the Wove?
But there
What,
was some
that,
weird things going
Magic
on.
stacking void is creating tremors.
Also, I'm pretty sure this guy is the wizard
Yeah.
that he sent us in for.
I'm not really a magic user.
No, you're
Have you ever
What?
used magic before?
Little bits. I couldn't use it when I was in.
What
That-
about now? Do you want to try?
We can do it together. I just learned something.
I can give you some extra support if you need.
Okay. But why are we doing this?
Well, just to check if you can do it now.
Uh,
You're gonna rest anyway, so.
Very well.
Do you want a countdown?
No, it's.
And I'll guide him.
I'm going to count down.
He starts to point
know if that works on
towards the
spells.
ground.
Oh,
No.
whatever you're about to do, magic
Roll
goes
some
up.
emotional support.
Magic goes up some fire.
Or perhaps some healing for yourself if you can do that.
As he goes towards the ground with his hand to point towards the ground, he says, just vacantly towards you, I was just about to do a small pool of water. And
Complete opposite of what you
That's
want.
not what we need here.
and with that, you can see nothing.
Robitussin.
You can see that nothing appears. And he looks weirdly towards his hand and towards the ground. Something should have happened by now.
Let me try. And I like roll up my sleeves and
What are you doing?
trying to cast my spark thing.
And prestidigitation to make sparks come out of his hands.
All right.
And I
Are you making a sound out of them as well?
Actually,
or just
instead of it coming out of his hands, I'll make him like sneeze it out.
I like focus on the same area that he was and just kind of like.
All right. Yeah, the hand just happens, and then out of the nose, just.
Whoa!
Oof. That doesn't happen yet.
Yes.
What? How did you do that?
Maybe it's all wild and stuff.
You want to be careful where that comes out of.
Yeah, I'll make sparks come out of his back end.
You feel it, and you all see that from the butt, this sparkle of beautiful yellows and oranges.
Good.
What the
That's
rock?
really impolite. I'm a lady.
Does
So
any-
is Velo.
Yes. Does,
I
any-
heard that. You slept near.
Does anything on the ground catch with all these sparks?
No, it. Knowing the spell and what it does, you aware that it doesn't do that sort of thing. It dissipates pretty quickly.
Seems like I need to practice it a little more, Kimmy.
I think you practiced it quite well. But I don't know how you did that.
I'm gonna pull out a seed pod just because magic's gone wild over there and he can't do it, and use druid crop to bloom a flower, and then if I assume it just works because he's been a dick.
And the flower blooms.
I'm
It's a
gonna hand
lovely.
it to Gimme.
Okay. Thank you. That was beautiful. But again, where are you harnessing this? I feel nothing anymore.
Maybe they took it from you.
Don't be so sad, Kimmy. You've got friends here now.
No, genuinely. Maybe they took it from him.
I mean,
There was all this like talk of power being absorbed and stuff.
Did-
Maybe that's what they did.
well, I mean, yeah, I think so. Did everyone see what happened to Glitter Part?
Mm.
Was that glitter fart?
Yeah.
Looking down, this Fae that you've suddenly remembered
Oh yeah.
is just lying there, eyes vacant towards the sky.
She's little, yeah. I'm
Tiny.
gonna pick her up.
How dead? Can I roll a medicine check?
How dead? Yeah, certainly roll medicine for me.
While they're doing that, can I feign sadness like I'm going to check on it and then investigate the body for any loot?
Which body? The
Glitter fart.
I'm
sure.
holding her.
First of all, maybe.
Yeah, but I'll feign it because I know that Luna's holding. So I'll be like, oh no, it's so sad that she's gone. Is there anything I can do? But I'm just going to be looking up.
Yeah,
things
rummaging
and-
little limbs.
Maybe take some feathers or whatever if they're still.
Feathers?
First of all, make me a deception check because you're feigning sadness.
Do I make an insight check on that?
17.
There is no life in this Fae.
Oh. Well,
I'm so sad.
What'd you get?
10.
Well, I'm very obviously going, oh no, it's so sad that she's gone, and just lifting up wings. I rolled a 9.
Ah,
Six plus
Oh!
three.
ah.
What are you
and
doing?
investigation.
What are you
I'm
doing?
just so sad. I'm seeing if there's anything I can do
No, you're
for this
not.
poor creature.
Sid, have some respect for the dead.
7.
You only find the I guess the feathery wings to be able to pluck if you so choose.
Oh, look, I'll take a couple of feathers while I'm at it.
Hey, do you think we can use those feathers for this flight potion?
I'm assuming they're all like grayed out and not.
They are
feathers,
grayed out,
they're
but just put in
wings.
pixie feathers times 3.
Also, this is really disrespectful.
Yeah, unlike that guy who we threw in the back of the cart for 3 days.
I didn't like that either, but I just...
It's true, Luna didn't like that either.
Do I understand how Fae treat their dead? Like, do they bury them? Do they... what
Make
do
an
they
arcana check. Or history, one of the two.
do? Let's find out together.
Do you find this unsavory?
Turns out they eat them.
He's not noticing what you're doing. He's just looking towards
We have
Woe.
to eat her. That's a nat 1. So that's going straight back in the dice jail. You've been in there a week. Think about what you've done.
You're not sure how the Fae honor their dead, no. Or bury.
Does anyone know how the Fae honor their dead?
Can I roll for that?
Sure.
And again,
Mix them in with the goats too.
Yeah,
Arcana or history?
I think they put them in a mortar and pestle and turn them into potions.
The heck?
10.
A 10? To your best guess and knowledge, you've heard that they might return the body back to the worldwood, so that the trees can give them a burial. That's just a legend that you've heard, though. It's not. It's just one rumor.
They don't mind. They apparently, I heard that you meant to take them back to the worldwood, but that seems like a lot of effort. So
Well, we could always try and summon Sarah.
we could.
And she would probably appreciate knowing about what has happened. Depends, I guess, how much we're trusting Faye these days.
Didn't that other guy say that the Fae were the bad guys?
Yeah, but he also had 4 eyes and 2 mouths and was
Hey, I'm not
sucking the
joking.
life out of the world. So,
Someone somewhere is going to be happy about those 2 mouths.
I mean, good and bad's just your point of view on the matter. But
I have a tinderbox that's got some cloth in it that is soaked in oil. I'm gonna pull the cloth out and try and wring it out as much as I can, and then wrap her gently in it.
All right. You get a very strong smell there. Bit overpowering, but she's tucked in nicely.
And then I'll gently place her back in the tinderbox and into my satchel.
We're gonna light that thing up.
No, I don't know about you, but I want to explore everywhere, so I'm sure I'll make it to the worldwood one day.
I don't know if that little. I don't know if
Yeah.
that.
well, let's see which feathered creature in a tiny compartment recomposes first, her or Horsey.
You guys are going to be surprised when you see Horsey.
You guys don't want to go to the worldwood? It sounds like fun.
No, I do. I just don't think a good arrival gift will be the whatever's left in that box.
The
Well, why don't we
mush.
go there now?
Well, I think it took us like 3 weeks to get from Reki here.
Yeah, we could go on a road trip.
Yeah, that looks. I guess pull out the map that we have and then go. So Reki to here
Gotta
was
go.
this far. Reki to the worldwood is this far. That's probably a pretty long journey.
We might be able to find someone that can get us there faster, though.
Hmm.
Maybe.
We
There are
could.
heaps of magical people out there, right?
That's-
Maybe.
That's true.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Or we could dig a pixie-sized hole right here,
Not if that's not how they like to be.
and we'll say some solemn words.
How would you feel if someone did that to you and it was against what your beliefs were?
Fine. As long as I don't get eaten by something.
That's a good question, Luna. You're getting old.
Yes.
Do you have any,
Yes. When I die,
wishes?
carry me to the worldwood, no matter where we are. I expect you to follow through on that.
Is that actually what you
I
want?
promise. I
Yes.
promise we will do that.
I thought Eric Cockroach got buried at sea.
Mm.
I mean, we do have a cart. We could get
Only
you
if
there.
you die while you're flying over the ocean. All right, we'll carry the whatever it was.
Maybe we can find someone to help preserve her body a little bit better.
Well,
Yes.
again, we could always try and call for Sarah. She did say just
Yeah,
yell her
right.
name.
Sorry, and this is all very strange.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I don't mind. That's
Like now? Right here?
You prepared to do some wild shit?
At this point, you see that he is about 10 feet away, and he's been stumbling a little bit, but slow moving. He turns at that comment. Oh, I don't understand.
Nah, I don't know how it works either, but we'll see.
And that's all. Pull out the loot. Strum a sea power chord. Sarah! And then see if she rocks up, because she basically said call her.
You want to roll me a performance check, please?
Sure.
Do it bad. Do it bad.
That was a 3, plus 5, 8.
Okay, no, good increase, good bonus there. You hear either Sarah or Farah. It's sort of a mixture between the two.
And that was Farah, right?
And in that moment, after that last strum,
Yeah.
it was a lute. It was a lute. Right?
It looks,
Yeah, good.
yes.
This ring.
Can't tell with that roll.
No, correct.
There's a trumpet nearby.
A moment passes. And the wind blows, and in front of you, less majestic and more like a falling, this fey woman appears. And she puts a knee to the ground and holds both hands on the ground. You can see that this black blue, long, beautiful hair has faded and has turned a little bit disheveled. And she's breathing heavily. Her dress, once very recently that you've seen, a beautiful menagerie of blues and of whirling stars, once again turned to night and faded. Her skin no longer that smooth, young look. It certainly is her, but she appears much more gaunt and stretched in the skin. She's slowly trying to make herself look regal and proper. Rises up. She only very slightly is levitating from the ground, ever so slightly. Every now and again, a foot touches the grass, almost as though there's a poison there, and the foot quickly raises up to avoid it.
What happened?
Are
you okay?
I'm tired. Something has happened here. Where? What has happened? What have you seen anything? Have you seen anything odd, out of the ordinary?
I think definitely those 15 cultist looking people that chanted that they're one was probably quite strange. They had
Very
like
well.
really weird white painted skin that looked like it was like melting and stuff.
I've not heard of these things. Have you felt it?
You know the voids that I mentioned last time? You said you knew nothing about.
Yes.
We stumbled across one. This guy, and I point to
Gimme.
Gimhul. He was living in one. And a bunch of these creepy, four-eyed, two-mouthed, hooded figures came down and said they're sucking their magic out of the world.
That is what I feel. Many of my kin are dead. Just this
How many of them?
Half.
Is that why the moons are gone too?
Very briefly, you see a moment of surprise on her face, and as she looks up, she just shakes her head slightly. Those were not there because of magic. Something else has caused them to vanish. Perhaps another threat. Vim is breaking. Not many may understand what that means yet. But as we speak, there are things in the earth that should stay bound that are becoming unbound. We are investigating this. Those that are
Sounds
still
really
living.
scary.
Not sure as to why or whom is behind this, but we are trying. You felt differently.
I mean, I personally don't feel any different.
No.
Do we?
I'll use prestidigitation to make sparks come out of Hood's ears.
And so this just quickly, these sparks appear, these bright lights, and she sort of almost is fearful as she looks towards you with her eyes wide. Oh,
I don't know. This has been happening ever since we came out of that portal. Or in the portal as well. I've never used magic before. I thought I was controlling it, but it seems to be just doing it on its own.
you've found magic, whereas most others have lost it.
It would seem so.
You all retained your power.
Yeah, it seems so. Seem quite out of breath. And as I say breath, some green mist will come out of my mouth, and that'll be using healing word on her.
Okay. As it enshrouds her
Sexy.
face. And roll me a healing die.
Green breath.
If even my D4s betrayed me, that was a 1. That was a 1 for 4 in total.
Ooh. You can see that there's a little more strength within her, but this creature is still looking quite fatigued.
I think we've all got our magic at the moment. And I'm gonna cast Goodberry, and I'm gonna give her one. Say this might help. I'm not sure. Help sustain you, or at least a day, and then I'll give the other to Gimme.
All right. As they both
And they get a hit point of healing each.
very nice. As they both do feast on this berry each, you can see once again a little bit of brighter eyed. Just look back at you, and they both. Gimul just does come back over, is looking at Sarah curiously, but nothing like recognition or just more like curiosity. And Sarah says, "Is it that the power of the Fae has waned, but yours did not? Why?
I don't know.
Believe. Perhaps finding that answer would save us."
Well, the other one that we met in the portal said a similar thing, but he seemed a lot more hostile about it. They were calling themselves the One, but there was many of them there,
He had 4 eyes,
and 2 mouths.
more than one mouth. Yeah, it was scary.
Not heard of these beasts before, and they've said that they were the culprit here.
They were like Vim is ours, sort of thing.
Sounded like they've been working on this for quite some time. They said they've been coming through secretively through portals.
Matter of fact, I look at Luna. They did drain a
They-
Fae creature of its life.
They heard Adel. Is that her name? Is that her name? Is it Adel? DM?
Who are you talking about?
It's a little Fae.
Oh, yes.
Glitter
Adel?
farts.
Jeez.
Adel.
I panicked then.
Well
I was like, oh no. Yeah, I'll just be like, they hurt Adel. They They murdered her. And I'll pull her out all soaked in cloth. I'm gonna use Druidcraft to make her not smell like oil. She will smell like autumn leaves.
Okay. As those autumn leaves do waft under your noses, it's a pleasant, welcome scent. And Sarah looks over and just closes her eyes and shakes her head and says, "Many of the lesser power have been snuffed out, as Adel has. Not sure how these beings called the One, were unseen. But if they were using other means of travel, portals, that would explain why they were able to easily not be discovered."
Would you take Adel's body and just give it the ending it deserves? We can't make it to the Worldwood, obviously, so.
He looks at it a little bit more confusingly and
I look at Valor like, the Worldwood, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yes, where the Fae bury their dead.
That's what Valor told me.
Even though you've had a lot of people dying, where do you bury them recently?
they are not buried. Our rituals are our own. Please respect them.
Well, that's what we were trying to do, but Valor told me that they go back to the Worldwood.
That is only part of the honor we will bestow on them, yes. But please respect our wishes and do not pry into the death rites here. And simply know that at least our hope lies with you, with understanding what's happening here. If your magic continues to function, it may be our salvation.
That we need to know where to start first.
Where were you endeavoring to go?
We need our
Think,
forces back first.
Wove to begin with, but this Hanfei Shen that I mentioned earlier seems to be connected. Olmec here, again pointing to Gimel, had his name written down in a book. Seems his memory wasn't as lucid while he was in the void. Says he doesn't remember him, but he seems to be popping up in a lot of these situations.
You may want to look for him then. Perhaps see if he has any more answers, if he retains some power like I. I've thankfully maintained some, but I can feel it waning. I'm not sure for how long this will continue, and when I will be simply without, and possibly not able to come to your aid if you call.
You said the world was coming apart. What did you mean by that? Is everywhere else safe? Have there been places that have been lost?
Nothing obvious yet. A lack of magic in the world has potential devastating consequences.
Like what? We deserve to know.
I know you do.
If we're gonna do this for you, we should know what's already lost.
When we have a better understanding, you will know as well.
You don't know anything?
I can only assume that the break in the mountains here are part of it. Magic has held this world together with our help. Now that magic is no longer in our control, that is something we fear.
Does that mean other worlds can come here?
Possibly. Take advantage of it.
They were talking of a convergence. We saw the world flicker between what seemed present day and a desolate future. Does that mean anything to you?
Nothing obvious, but It could mean that that is a sign of things to come. Perhaps.
They also seem to believe that they can control the magics themselves, perhaps stealing it from the world.
If
They
they
also say that you are the ones that are chaotic.
us
That's what they said.
tell that to those who have lived here for some time and have made this their haven and have lived freely. Look at that population.
Seeing as how we're being forthright with you, speaking to that, why do the Fae displace the giants then?
Giants are not displaced, Sid. They can live, come and go as they please. What do you mean?
The town just over there. Giants rose up from the underground after the first tremor and started enslaving almost the people there, saying that the Fae displaced them, stop them from living where they want.
That is a lie. Giants, unintelligent brutes, we gave them a place. We simply wanted them to no longer live as they did live in their other worlds, barbaric, enslaving. But they are stubborn. So they hid away, waiting for moments. It sounds like this was one of them, to come back out and simply live as they are used to, as they remember their ancestors did. This is not something that we condone.
Do I believe her?
Make me an insight check.
Given
Nat 1.
given recently there's two different races, one of them's dumb and the other one seems super evil. But let's say that the Fae are not great.
Sure.
14?
La 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 la.
14?
Yeah. Hey, which is good for me with a negative one.
What's your deception?
I'll just send you something.
Secrets. Secrets. Did you say dick pic?
Gonna be.
That's why he uses his phone.
Where does it end?
I don't know. Jeez. Settle down, everybody.
I'm gonna light a fire. I think we're sleeping right here tonight. It seems like it.
How are you doing that?
With a flint and steel.
Okay.
If I see her dicking around like that, I'll just kind of stand over her shoulder for a bit and then use precipitation to light a flame.
Yeah, I could have done that.
Why didn't you?
Because I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna have to learn how to do non-magic things shortly.
No.
Oh my gosh, I should check the cards.
Yes.
Is there a moon card?
No,
Is
No.
that different?
that one's gone now.
I must admit,
There's never been a...
So you're starting a fire?
Just lighting a fire,
Okay.
a little campfire.
Make me an intelligence check.
though
Negative
your
thought.
initial
Oh, it's a natty one.
statement about the fire giants would be accurate. You seem to be a bit more easily persuaded when we spoke to him. We brought these grievances up with him.
Be that as it may, I would steer caution when talking and parleying with giants. We know them well.
You know their race is on the brink of extinction. There's
We
only one current cloud giant.
That is all that came through the portal in which she did arrive. She here is the last yet, as far as we are aware. No other portals have opened to bring others in. She I'm not overly concerned with, and we watch her to make sure that she is kept safe. Fire giants, hill giants, these are the more brutes. These are the people that I would steer caution with.
They mentioned that their people were disappearing as well.
Be that as it may, giants disappearing, moons vanishing. Where are these things going? That there is more to this than simply peoples disappearing here. This is an important thing, yes, but we have to look at this. We, as Fae, are coming together and looking at the larger picture here. We'll try and find a reasoning.
One.
You do not light the fire. You, in fact, do spark, and unfortunately, the spark arrives on your gown,
Oh.
and you see a little bit of a flame start to flicker.
I'm gonna pat that out.
Okay, a little bit of a burn, but you're fine.
And then quiet, very quiet. And look over at Sid. And use my bonfire cantrip.
Okay, just on the ground.
Yeah, just on the small pile of kindling that I had assembled there.
It just erupts, and it's a beautiful, warm fire.
Okay, there you go. See, you still got it.
Yeah. Survival artist. The way you speak of the giants, you don't seem to have much love for them, which I can get on board with. My poor friend here suffered a gruesome fate because of their barbaric ways, but
It wasn't nice.
Something you survived then, which is more than other people can say.
It's up in here, though. It's here.
I smell it.
I felt it.
Taste it.
I'm sorry.
Just so you guys know, I was also put on a spike.
I got you down.
look, in comparison,
Oh, have you had a spike through your chest, have you?
have you suffocated on a turd?
No, but I did see the other side of the spike.
What did you see on the other side?
Toughness.
No light at the end of that tunnel. You got saved. Just from the third person observation, I'd rather be in your position than his.
That's true.
That said, though, you've met us before, and we managed to turn that around into working with them. If you are under attack,
Poop to friends.
if you are under attack, you might want to maybe parlay with them yourself.
I will. We now more than ever need to. We must bond here. James bond. No, we must bond here. We must come together and
That could take some effort.
put aside our differences. Perhaps you can help. You can see if the giants are suffering as we are. Perhaps you can convince them to meet us. They will not speak to us. They need intermediaries here. Perhaps you can help.
All right.
I'm gonna pull out my cards and draw one.
Okay.
When I do they feel the same? Is there anything off? Anything strange? Because Velo's put doubt in my mind.
Make me an Arcana check.
Oh.
Yeah, weren't your cards reported to be missing as well? Just being lost randomly?
Not mine.
Or disappearing?
Others.
Yeah.
I asked my parents to send them to the bathhouse so that they could replace them. They could just all be really clumsy. Arcana 10.
No, there's nothing that out of the ordinary that you feel.
Good.
The cards seem to still have a speciality to them, a connection of.
Big relief. Hey, here's some great news. I pulled the sun card, which means there's lots of positivity on the horizon. This is all gonna work out. We're actually gonna be able to help them all come together. I can feel it.
Okay.
No more poop.
Maybe we'll get an extra sun because we lost the moon.
Ah.
Maybe.
God, I wonder what tomorrow will look like.
Right.
Tomorrow's a mystery.
Oh, yeah.
For the viewers, how many suns are there again?
There are 3.
Yeah.
3 suns.
As far as we know.
For the viewers.
Yeah.
I know that I know, but
I know how many suns there are, but Cam doesn't.
Oh, I see.
Hey, look, I do have their names written down somewhere.
Nah.
Well,
Elora, Rion, Hurio.
Yep.
Puke.
Bam, nailed it. Anyway,
Who are you speaking to?
sure you don't have any questions for old Gimmels over here?
None.
Haven't been living in a void.
Simply where, so we can investigate this more.
if you do find it there, could you retrieve a book for us?
I can bring a book back as long as the residual magic I possess continues to hold. As long as Vim itself maintains some remnants.
Well, I mean, if you're going to the void, just remember old Glitterfart's over there, perished there, sucking magic.
Yeah.
Your funeral if you want to go, but
Don't be so pessimistic. I pulled the sun card.
well, pessimistic. I'm just giving her a heads up.
I'm-
Good advice might be part of the sun card.
True.
No, but positive things are on the horizon, not negative things that they've been warned about so they can avoid.
I will not avoid this. I will go personally, because I feel like I am the most likely to survive with the magic I possess left. So, it is good to investigate this, and also I will retrieve whatever you need.
It'd be good to know that you should know. Our lead for the investigation actually came from the giants.
Which was?
Some items we found, or that the giants
a
found.
vampire skeleton.
There's a creature.
Wizard
Okay.
corpse.
It was a vampire, right?
I'm not even sure.
It had pointy teeth.
Seemed more wizardy than vampire to me.
And then you got to look at both the handwritings and skeleton book and.
Yeah, can I divulge that information? To
Yeah.
them? The items that were there.
Yep.
We only took the book though, didn't we? We didn't take anything else.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'll tell her about the book.
Mm-hmm.
The wand.
Mhm.
I think that was there. The orb.
Crystal clusters?
The crystal clusters. There was one other thing as well. I think it was just the dead body.
Yep.
That was shimmering in the picture.
Yep.
Courtesy of Art and Roleplay. Very cool. Go back and check that episode out. And I'll explain that to her.
So the giants found this thing in their city once the earthquake occurred, and this scene in front of them was what they brought to you to investigate further.
It was what they said was an illusion of the scene, but
The creature
It came
came to
alive.
life.
This thing had power of its own to manifest through this magic.
As I'm recalling this interest, was there any resemblance of that creature that came to life as being similar to the one that we encountered just before?
Teeth, definitely. The facial features, yep.
It would, now that I'm talking about this out loud, it would seem that the creature that we encountered in the abyss was the same as the one that was of this scene. Tried to lash out and bite me.
One dead and undead, and one alive.
Perhaps, well, I got a closer look of the creature's face. It was saying a chant of void magic fades. It was just repeating this over and over again.
It would seem that would be in line with what has occurred here. The magic.
I know that the language was, I'm assuming this is old legend. I don't know why, but this is just something that's happened recently, but I feel this is an old English, old Elvish dialect.
Old English.
Almost elfish.
Michaela looks so disappointed at that
Oh,
noise.
I'm more curious. What language do you mean?
Did anyone else hear it?
Couldn't understand it, but
No, I couldn't make out any of it.
Mm-mm.
A different language
Oh
from
my
a
gosh,
different.
you're a demon.
from a different. I entirely doubt that, Luna. I.
How many times? That's Michaela's count. Disappointed glance at Emily. Like, Jeez.
You're not a demon, are you?
I don't think so.
And prestidigitation, sparks coming out of his eyeballs.
But
As she looks at that now, she just mutters something under her breath briefly and looks up, and you can see her eyes have turned this brilliant emerald pink.
oh,
And she looks just between Hood, and the gaze just gets followed back to you.
Hand gesture. What?
And she just simply shakes her head. You almost see a little bit of amusement in her smile there. As she continues, she says, "Find out who these things are, what they are. If you put them down, if they have sucked the magic from this place, if they possess it, it might still be resisting them. For how long, I'm not sure. If they can make control over it, that is when we die."
there's nothing that can come to your mind. These things seem pretty bent on destroying the Fae. There's no enemies that you're aware of that this could be linked to.
Like I said, the portals, they are possibly their escape, and a reason why we have not been able to detect them, but we have seen nothing. Are you sure that they specifically mentioned us?
Yes,
Perhaps it's simply because we helped control the magic of Vim.
From their perspective, you let the magic turn to chaos. They wanted to control.
That tells me that they have little knowledge of what we have truly done to make this place safe. You can see that there's a bit of spite there in her voice.
The hooded figure in the theatre that I got that cloak from, that she identified, did that look similar to the people we just encountered?
Yep.
The cloak that I brought to you last time we met, you mentioned lizard folk retrieving them from the north?
Yes.
These beings seem to be disenchanting items, sucking the magic from them. If they're commissioning potentially the lizard folk to find these, that might be another avenue of inquiry for you.
Perhaps the lizard folk in the north, yes. If they are retrieving these magical items that they are so famous to trade to these beings, that could have been perhaps even the start of their experimentation. With the magic they now possess, they may not need that anymore.
Where do you suggest we look if we find ourselves up that way?
At the Expanse. That is where there many hundreds and hundreds of ships are moored in shallow water off the coast in the north, but they moored around the Expanse, a whirlpool of immense size, that they then fish out these magical items which come from another place potentially. An ever-ending treasure hoard.
I could cook some treasure.
your presence is a treasure, Hood.
Luna.
I say with biting sarcasm.
All right, you can make me an insight check to see if she's genuine.
That's why.
I'm not trying to hide it.
She is completely sarcastic right now.
Well, I think we've spoken of all we can here.
So we're to go back and see the giants.
It'd be so.
And you're not coming with us.
Allow me to leave you and explore this void thing to see if there's any more evidence of how they have been able to take this magic, even over time, so easily.
Well, if you enter through Wove, start heading towards the giant city of Eltoth, chuck a left at a stream with dead fish, you'll see your door.
Don't go in the water though, it's very cold.
Thank you.
Also, I know you're feeling not your best, but you are still very pretty.
It is not my intention to maintain this image, but I try to.
Your eyes went like pink.
Ah.
Really pretty.
This was simply me trying to ascertain where Hood is getting his magic.
Wait,
And I
you
can
know.
tell you right now, I'm sorry. It's not from you.
Oh my gosh, he is a demon.
Wait,
Yeah, it's from the void people or whatever, that are giving us the magic.
but I was doing it before then.
Didn't you start in the void?
Well, yeah.
I will leave you to discover the source of your powerful new occurrence by yourself. There are more important matters to attend, I'm sorry.
Perhaps one last thing, and I look at Gimme. I'm not so sure how you would feel about this, but Sarah, you'd definitely be an advantage if Gimme came with you.
For what purpose?
He's already been living there for a long time.
Ah, the void, you mean. Yes, he can accompany me.
Can you keep him safe, please?
As much as I can.
Gimme, is this something that you would...
Yes, it sounds like I can guide her to the right place. I think I know another way in as well, not through Wove, so our appearance will seem a little less suspicious, perhaps.
You'd be able to point out the book we're looking
Yes.
for as well.
Of course. That's all about Vim, yes? No. Which one were you thinking?
Your diary.
Your diary.
Oh, yes, of course. I can retrieve that. Well,
Perhaps you should take this. And I'll hand him the dagger.
okay. He takes the dagger into his hands. He looks at it in both hands, and he looks back up at you. I don't know how to wield this, but I will try.
Well, if you're not using the magics, you should have something at least to defend yourself with.
Thank you. Yes, that's true. That's true. Thank you very much.
And
So
how
rubs
shall
his
we
eyes a little bit.
get the giants to contact you if they want to parlay?
I will be called again by my name, and I will come to you.
So you want us there?
Simply call me again. And if I cannot make it, I will find someone and something who can in my stead.
Is there any way you can help us down off this mountain?
Where you are at the moment, Bello, just to clarify, you're still at the foot of the mountain.
Right.
So you're on the ground.
Yeah.
You can see the Wove sort of up, but a few kilometers south of where your
Alright,
position
so
is.
not so far away.
It's not so far away, no.
Okay.
You can easily navigate your way back if you wanted to.
Okay.
Your name is Velo. We're on the ground.
Everything's a big walk when you're old.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for what you're going to do. The challenges you may face here.
Thank you for being here for us and supporting us.
Can I make one final suggestion?
Well, yeah, you're far more experienced than we are.
Now that you seem to be one of the only peoples that I have come across with magic, tell no one. You will quickly be noticed, and potentially not for the reasons you want.
I've got to figure out how to control this thing.
Oh, don't worry. It's not you that will need to control it.
It's the demon.
Oh my god.
And I'll just like a little, just tiny dribble of sparks down his lip. So just like a
Maybe I got this from when I passed out in the
Maybe-
arena.
Oh my
Have you
gosh,
eaten
maybe it's
something?
from the butthole.
Yes, it could be some kind of infection.
I think I should take my leave. And she takes Gimhul and in a moment vanishes.
Been good, gimme.
You do have a final wave from him before they both disappear.
Should we be off?
I really want to check on Marjorie.
Sure.
I'm quite
Yeah.
worried about her.
Are we sure that she's safe with that dude?
Well, I mean, we'll find out if he's not there.
I'm
I
worried.
feel like
Maybe.
she's much more powerful than him.
Yes, I'm much more worried
No,
about
she
him.
kind of looked like shit then. I don't know how well she's doing.
You should have told
I'm learning to bite my tongue. Which, by the way, probably the most behaved out of all of us in that previous encounter. Shame on you.
Yeah, well, sometimes, you know, you got to lead, Sid.
I'm going to snuff out the fire and gather up my things.
Okay. Snuff out the fire. Just stamp it with your.
No, with the power of magic.
Okay. How are you going to do that with the power?
I'm going to release the concentration on my,
Oh, sure.
on my bonfire.
Yeah, sure. All right, and
I'll concentrate on your bonfire.
What?
in a moment the flames are out, and the kindle is simply just smoking. And you're making your way back.
So,
Downtown?
what's the game plan then? We're heading over to Wove. Got to talk to the giants again.
We've just
Waiting.
got to get our cart and our probably dead chicken.
And our giant reward from that chest.
We're getting a reward?
He did mention we would get some goodies, potentially.
Wow, I must have blacked out during that part.
Maybe not.
Remember?
I feel like we didn't.
We
do
almost
it.
stole them, but we didn't.
Oh, that's right. That was quite disappointing.
Just
You should
before
be ashamed
the
of your
murder
behavior.
fissure of death messaging.
You need to learn how to act like a person. Like a good one.
Prestidigitation sparks from her mouth.
Oh, did I do that?
Yes.
Why are you cursing me?
Almost certain.
I don't know.
You do just have this.
I know where it's coming from, right?
Uh,
With my understanding of magic and is it verbal somatic?
yeah. That's if it's not verbal nor somatic,
It
then,
is verbal and somatic.
then yes.
Wait, was I looking at him then?
No.
Was it?
No.
Okay.
That's where the
Can I make a sleight of hand check and fail at it miserably?
absolutely you can. And in that moment, certainly.
Can I
What'd you get?
Oh wait, that's a plus on that one. 13.
13. Did you want to try and perceive where that was from? That came from
what?
the sparks.
Oh, I don't just innately understand.
You need
As
to
a
make me a
caster?
perception.
I'm gonna
You know that magic's been cast. You know what it is.
nat 20.
There's no secret.
Hmm.
Luna knows exactly where it came from.
I'm going to look at Sid and say, "That's not very nice. I thought we were friends," and I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Wait, what are you talking about? I thought I did that.
Oh,
Alex,
actually,
you did.
I have advantage against being charmed, so
What's the
You make a
DC?
wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom.
yeah. Well,
Sid,
I
have you
also
got-
have a -1 on that advantage.
Sid, have you been doing this to me the whole time?
Nat 20 -1.
Okay.
It's not a nat 20. No, I'm joking.
Is
Sorry,
that-
I was just imitating Ben. He does understand that I tried
Yes,
to do it.
you
Hi,
do.
Mum.
You do understand that Luna was trying to cast Charm Person.
You're not that charming.
All right.
Did we just wink at each other? Good.
Wait. I heard that she said that you did that.
No.
No, that's not what I said. I said that's not very nice.
Are we walking while
It
we're
was-
You're
it-
walking.
Yeah. She
It
said-
was his attitude.
You said that's not very nice, Sid, after I did the magic thing.
No, I had magic come out of my mouth, and I said that's not very nice because he was being rude to me.
Yeah, checks out.
What
You do get triggered pretty easily.
And
can I
silent,
do?
and
Yes.
silent was the stern reply.
Start walking up with Bella.
We ever had a nice journey where we don't
Yeah.
fight?
You
Um,
didn't want to ask her about that necklace?
Huh? Oh, that's right, yes. I take the necklace off and look at it and go, all right, necklace, I held up my end of the deal. I carried you out of that place. Now you get to continue existing. See you in hell. I just throw it into the distance.
Make a strength check. Not dexterity, the dexterity check. Let's just see how far you use it.
10.
Yeah, you throw it up maybe 15 feet, and it disappears out of sight.
Why
into
don't
the
you want the
grass.
necklace?
I think it has some kind of demon spirit in it.
While they're talking, I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and make Hood smell like poop.
Okay. Well, you're the closest to him because
No, I'll step
Velo-
away. I'll
Velo
step away.
you're by yourself now. Velo has.
I'm taking up the rear.
Sure. Okay.
What?
That's where the smell comes from.
I'm taking up
You
his
smell.
ass.
You smell just stench all over you.
Oh, Velo,
What?
you got like a senior's bag for that?
That's you. That's the remnants of the butthole monster.
I'm gonna make it very clear that it's coming from him.
So do I see it?
It is a 5 foot. It is a 5 foot thing, and if I'm behind you, you might not see me. Who knows?
Is it verbal thematic?
It is,
Okay.
but
If you're trying to hide it, you'll have to make me
yeah,
a
I
stealth.
will.
A stealth
And
sleight
I'm
of
gonna
hand.
guide the heck out of
You can
this
make
stuff.
me a perception to see it.
Oh, how does this? Okay, not that one then.
The necklace is made with a wish spell. Perhaps poorly worded wish spell. Not sure if a demon would be making wishes like that.
Perception.
I don't know. It seemed to have some kind of evil thing within it.
What do you get?
None of your business.
It's your deal.
Yeah, I meant to do. Leave me alone.
He knows where it came from.
He knows where it came from. You know where it came from.
What the fuck, Luna?
Don't talk to me like that. I'm a lady.
Yeah, you just covered me in poop smell.
Well, you were quite rude.
Are you sure it was her?
No, I'm sure this time. Look, I don't know what shenanigans are going on here at the moment, but I've got to deal with this wild magic coming out of me, so can you please just stop?
If I had to guess where the smell was coming from, I'd say it's more likely the giant butthole you crawled out of.
Gosh.
I think.
We realize we're traveling together. You're going to have to put up with this smell yourself.
No. It's just within 5 feet of you.
Cool. And I'll try and maintain 5 feet next to Luna.
No, but it's in a cube, and I'm gonna stay 5 feet away from you.
And I'm
But
sorry.
you're just trying
I'm
to.
just- yeah.
Okay. So during this journey back, you can see that there's a chase here that just skipping and hopping, just following each other. Luna is trying to escape and run around both of you, Velo and Sid, as you're just walking normally. And
Yeah, you like the poop?
and just hear this echo of "You like the poop? You like the poop?" Over and over.
I feel like we should get to make athletics checks to
Athletics
see
check,
who's
of
better.
course you can. Athletics check, go for it.
Or acrobatics.
No,
Can I be fancy and try to skip
I would
one?
love it if it's acrobatics.
Nah, let's do athletics. Let's do athletics. How's that sound?
oh really? Change your heart, huh?
Yeah. I was just looking at my modifier and not the rogue.
Athletics, it is, yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
I don't have a good strength, so athletics is not.
What'd you get?
You go first.
No,
Ladies first.
No.
16.
19.
He does outpace you. You are distracted.
Wow, I'm the strongest and the fastest.
The stench is a little bit disconcerting to you now. You're feeling like you can taste it. After about half an hour of travel, you do now stretch around one of the sides of one of the mountains, and you see Wove. Up there, you see distant lights, torches that are.
When we enter the town,
that are
I'll drop
on
it because
If you
I don't
enter
want.
the town, you drop it. Okay.
I don't want to create a negative perception of ourselves.
Are we coming up on the same gate for the first time? I'm going
It's just one.
turn to Luna and say, we'll get to see if they kept their word and started treating the guards
Oh,
better.
yeah, you're right.
But they didn't.
I gave them berries.
Should take bets. I'm 2 gold.
2 gold says the guards' condition still
Do you
suck.
know what we should be betting on is whether Horsey's alive or not.
2 gold on Horsey being dead as well.
I think they've made chicken soup.
I reckon 50 gold.
50 gold.
He's alive.
I'm not betting.
I don't have 50 gold.
Why don't you have 50 gold? You're old. Don't you get a pension or something?
Mwah. Yes, from you.
This government
Yeah.
isn't that great to old people.
Yeah, your generation ruined ours.
Mm. Shit, I'm sorry. That's-
You boomer pigeon?
What? Anyways.
All right, how much?
What happened to the session?
Two gold on the horsey. You can't afford 50?
No, I can't afford
35.
I can't afford 2 gold.
Oh my god.
Can
No,
we hurry up?
Anyway,
Alright, let's go.
All right.
2 gold on the guards being treated better.
yes.
What about horses? I think Horsey's dead.
I also think Horsey's dead.
Horsey's a chicken soup.
In the event, I'm going to say this quietly
Mm.
to Luna.
Mm-hmm.
In the event that Horsey is dead, do we just get him another chicken and not say anything?
Oh my gosh, I had a goldfish once.
That's it.
Do you have many goldfish?
No, just one. And it looked the same the entire time. It's been around my whole life.
Yes. Well, I suggest we do what your parents did. And lie.
As you make your way towards the guard
Okay.
on the stair, you see, in fact, there are 5 guards. Well dressed, well fed. No dirt on them. They look like they've been perhaps a new rotation. It looks like that they have been well looked after in comparison to when you saw the 2 last.
Are those 2 there?
They are. And as you walk by, the younger one gives you a bit of a wave. Hello. You can see.
As he waves, I'll go, hey, fuck you for not warning us. And keep walking.
Yeah. Straight up. Actually, I'm going to go over. Excuse me. Have your conditions improved in the last couple of days?
Yes.
Oh, you pieces of shit. Give you 2 gold. Why didn't you tell us this city had been captured by giants?
We would have been killed. Killed, I say.
I'll double back and go, well, you know who was killed? This man. Got sat on by a little turd monster. Suffocated on it.
Smell of poop follows me around now.
In fact, did you have to go through that?
No, but some of my friends died by that thing, okay?
Well, you can thank us that you've got this going on now.
Well, thank you, and I hope you
You can
understand.
actually mostly thank me because I did the negotiating.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Give us a gold each.
Or intimidation, one of the 2.
Persuasion. No. That is a 6.
A 6. I don't have that money. I'm sorry. I don't keep it on me.
I'll come back to our goal.
Yeah. Right. If you fail at persuasion, I'll go for intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you fucking serious? I'll make you suffocate on my turn, and I can guarantee you it'll be worse than what he had to go through if you don't give us a fucking gold right now.
No, let him speak.
Sid,
Intimidation.
settle down. Steam coming out of your ears.
God. That's a natural one.
He's
Plus-
not very
plus 5 if
scary.
that does anything.
He just laughs at you about checking on a
I
turd.
tell you, I don't have it on me. I'm sorry.
You can keep your gold.
Thank you.
You're getting fed to the meat monster.
Yeah.
No, we killed it.
You're just lucky I don't need to go right now.
Sid,
Good day. Evening.
Yeah,
there's
did you
8
notice
moons
that?
now.
Yeah.
What?
Never mind. Let's
Yeah,
go.
how many hours has it taken for us to get to...
It's taken about an hour and a half. All that time you smelt a poo, but at this point it does disappear.
More specifically, poop.
Poop, sorry, poop. But it does fade, that smell. And you make your way back up those many, many stairs into Wove once more. We're going to take a 10-minute break at that point.
For our 10-minute break, if that's okay, we've got a couple of new people in the chat. I'm
Hi!
gonna be Mod Brew is new, by the way.
Oh,
found us through the
Good to
Jackson's
have you.
Game Week
Amazing.
Discord channel.
Hi.
And then Neurophoria.
Hello, Neurophoria.
I think that's how you say it. If not, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at pronouncing Twitch names. But welcome.
Hi.
And thanks for enjoying the shenanigans. There was Aeoncraft who subbed as well.
Thank you, Aeoncraft.
So there was a lot that kind of happened, and if I forgot to summarize anything, I'm very, very sorry.
That's so
And Tabby, I'm out of character now. The fucking lore master in the chat.
No,
She was just like dropping some mad lore in
Nice.
this chat. When we
Amazing.
were discussing the moons and the suns, she's like, copy and paste paragraph that she's written. That's obviously from you. That's for our wiki.
That's
So
amazing. Well done. Nice.
anyway, we'll be back with alcohol in 10 minutes.
Mud brew. I like that. Mud brew. Okay, we'll be back in
Oh
10
my
minutes.
god, Jordan.
Then go anywhere.
Jordan.
Jordan.
5 subs.
Oh,
Jordan.
well done.
Hey, well, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Musical episode to come.
Yes.
Mm.
We'll see
Yeah.
you all. We'll see you all in 10 minutes. See you soon. Welcome back. And welcome also to Choco Crazy Andre. Hello. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but hello, welcome. I haven't seen you on here, so saying hi. And thank you for everybody for stopping by and also for hanging around. We're going to delve back into this. So, Wove. As you leave this place, this set of stairs, and climb up it, you find yourselves back at the gates which open before you. And at night, thank you.
Oh, D20, you bastard.
At night, this place looks a little different. It has a certain brood to it. There's people, torches alight the hands of some of the folk here. There are carts that are almost loitering as they are going from place to place. For the most part, people look like they're searching for something. They're looking down at their hands. They're looking at each other. They're whispering to each other. There's an energy here, a nervousness, an anxiousness. There's just low volumes of talking.
Does anybody seem to be trying to do magic?
Every now and again, you see a hand just lash out into the air. There might be gestures that wouldn't seem normal on a day-to-day basis. Things like arms coming up and just coming together. You can see that there are people that are sort of waving both hands or just looking up and pointing with nothing, with shocks on their faces after these gestures. You do recognize some of them, similar, familiar-looking somatic and verbal cues that would tell you that they are trying to cast something. And you recall that Vim is alive with magic so much that every being in this place has had something infused within them at some point, a spell, like yourselves. And so the shock on these people's faces as you walk in, these lizard folk, these half-orcs, these humans, they all seem like they are almost in a panic.
Has the construction stopped?
The reconstruction of the city,
Yeah.
of the buildings that are essentially giant houses and homes for these giant kin they have. You can see, in fact, that there are no giants around at all. None of these stone giants you saw when they initially arrived. You only see humanoids. See some elves, dwarves as well. In their shutting shop, a lot of them seem to be shutting quite early for an evening. You notice it's probably a bit harder to tell now, but maybe about just after dinner. After dinner, maybe about 7:30 or 8 in the evening.
Should we head to the tabernacle? Or straight to the giants?
I think we go back to the giants and then we can maybe rest in the tabernacle. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think Horsey and all that would be safer with the giants?
Well, not
Well,
necessarily.
we gotta find out where they are.
I mean, Horsey would be safer in a room with us, probably.
Well, Marjorie and that as well, instead of staying outside here at the tabernacle.
Well, that's if they're safe
Medea,
to begin
Medea
with.
took them. Should probably find her to find out where they are.
I'd imagine they're in the fort that we were in.
What if they're not okay?
They'll be fine.
No, you're right. You're right. I
Yeah,
pulled
the
the
sun
sun
card,
card today.
came out.
Yeah,
They've probably been reshooting.
you're right.
Perhaps you're right. We shouldn't
the
waste the day
cards.
for the card.
Oh.
Perhaps you're right. We shouldn't waste this day if the card reading is good.
Plus, it's a bit sus that none of them are out here.
Is it? Weren't they quite scared?
Well, if there's humanoids walking around but no giants. They were the last lot to disappear.
Perhaps we stopped by the tabernacle. It was full of giants. I think there was only giants there. Just duck our head in, see if they're there. Perhaps get
What's
some
closer to our current location?
The closest.
Yeah, the tabernacle inn that we went to, or where the throne and that.
It was on the way. The tabernacle is sort of in the middle of it. You need to go around to the to the right at that L shape, and head around to the east side of Wove, where you'll then find the tabernacle, and then you can move on into that entrance to the mountain.
And that giant fissure that was down the middle of the city, was that any bigger? Or
Oh, good question. Make me an investigation check.
Whoa! Hey, you should fly up there.
should I look? We're in double digits. 10.
Okay, that bonus is there.
Well, a negative. Is my
Oh,
bonus.
what?
So 10 or 9?
I have a negative 1 for almost all my skill checks.
Cool.
So it's a 10 with a negative 1.
Okay, so with that, you look around this fissure, and it's still very, very dangerous. You see that it's now been fenced off with this wooden picket fence, essentially, that lines the outside. Looking at it, you think it might be a little wider, but it's difficult to tell in the darkness as well. If it is, it's only by a couple of centimeters.
And my eyes are a bit bung. You reckon that's a couple centimeters wider?
Centimeters? The hole is fucking enormous. I wouldn't even notice centimeters. And I'll have a look at it.
And if you want to
Investigation.
see
Yeah.
at your spike craft, these little details, that'll get you there.
5. No, that's not going to be good. His roll's going to be better for sure. 9.
No, you look at it. It's more than a couple of centimeters. This is probably meters wide, as far as you remember.
Maybe it is a bit bigger. I don't know. Perhaps everything going on is driving it larger.
You understand with the winds and the tremors that happened when these weird creatures chanted at you, it probably did something to the city, if not beyond. Everything shook.
Perhaps we can ask the giants when we see them.
Well, if
I'd like to see Medea.
the world's literally falling apart because magic's being sucked from it. Perhaps this follows a ley line of that magic,
What's a ley line?
like a conduit for the energy.
I thought you would know that as a demonic creature.
Look, I don't know. I'm a demonic creature.
That sounds like something a demonic creature would say.
I'm going to really resist the urge to make sparks fly at the suggestion of Sarah.
Can I? I can't force him to do it.
Nope. You can concentrate really hard though on what you want to do and see what happens.
Can I make a performance check in such a way that I persuade Sid to do it?
What?
And you're doing that by making actions towards the
Yeah,
ground
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
Wait,
performance check.
And
Sure.
just like clenching real hard. What are you doing?
Yeah. Go on,
Um,
clench.
I'll concentrate on using my newfound spell abilities
Okay.
to see if I can do my spell,
Sure.
which is a 19. Performance would be a 21.
Wow. Okay. You notice that Hood copies his method and his somatic skill, his hands, his face, when the sparks fly out of his eyes and his arse and his ears. Every action that he makes is exactly that, trying to
Quick, everyone cast spells.
trying to copy and reminisce, trying to make it happen again.
I guess given seeing that how much he's trying, I won't be able to resist. But instead of sparks,
Poop.
I'll be using a different harmless sensory effect. And over the course of, I guess, several 6-second blocks, because I can have 3 of these going at one time, I'll start with puffs of wind that start coming out of each of his orifices.
What?
And then,
Are they making a sound, or they're just?
well, it'd be like a squeaky fart,
A squeaky
but out
fart.
of like ears and nose and the back end and everywhere.
All right.
And then
What?
6 seconds later, some faint musical notes will start to emerge from these holes. And then 6 seconds after that, some odd odors.
Oh, the odors. All right.
So I
Old
guess,
broccoli.
yeah,
Sure.
like when you open up a cryovac bag of vegetables or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Gross.
Well, this happens in succession. First of all, you hear a and squeaky parts come out of, and it's happening. Hood, it's occurring. You notice that your actions have immediate effects, and then after these weird farting sounds, you hear.
And then
As musical notes just start to emanate all around you.
for a bonus action after this second one, I'll go, "You're doing it! You're doing it!" And that's bardic inspiration.
I think some of those.
2d4.
Some of those are just
6.
fast.
Not what I intended, but I'll get to practice this.
It does finish after some time. You don't, weirdly enough, it doesn't draw attention. All around you, people seem to be in their own world, still concentrating, almost desperate to try and figure out what is going on here and how their magic, like Vim, has gifted them, has disappeared.
Please hide your powers.
I don't know if I can control it very well.
Just I don't know, clench.
It's not.
Can we please check on the horses?
Yeah,
Please?
let's go.
Yes.
And the camels?
Oh yeah.
And the dead chicken?
As you head towards the tabernacle, you see again right and left that there are buildings that have just been left to their own devices. You see that there are beings that seem to be using the giants as homes to house their own.
They're using the giants as homes?
Giants homes to live in, and you do pass by people starting to sob and wail and cry, families together, moving into whatever direction their home is to console themselves.
I will, to any, small children or families that look really sad, just hand out flowers where I can, just to, as gesture.
As you continue on, you do see acknowledgement nods from these people just to just thank you, and you do hear these children every now and again just pipe up very just 180 degree in their emotions. Thank you. Thanks. And you
Child has a scary voice.
arrive at the tabernacle, and you are just going in or looking at from the outside.
Yes, scoping out to see if there's any giants, I guess.
All right, perception check.
I have bung eyes. Does anyone look for giants?
I can
They're not
definitely
noticeable.
give you some help, and I'll tap you on the shoulder and cast guidance.
I mean, I would walk in and instinctively
You're walking in?
expect to find giants and look for them.
You can add a D4.
Ooh. So it's a 16 plus 2 minus 1. 17.
Alrighty.
Goodness.
Hood just walks in straight away, opens the door, and see you're looking in from one of the windows. What are you two doing?
I'm waiting to see if there's a million giants in there.
All right. You look through the door.
I'll stick with Valo.
Yep, you're also looking in. Yes, there is one giant, the barkeeper,
Rockhead.
who seems to be,
Douchebag.
and you notice this from your check. There are hands that are just over the bar, and these eyes which have just broken the top of the bar itself. These eyes are looking around, and these hands are right next to him.
Do I see this as well?
And that is the only thing in this place you can see. The tables have been overturned, chairs broken everywhere. An untold mess of beer, water, food, recent, has been just floored. And the only stone giant you can see is the one behind the bar, looking quite fearful, looking around.
Yeah, I've walked out, seen the same thing. He did introduce himself, didn't he?
It's Rockhead.
Oh, it was Rocket.
Rocket.
I look around. Can I make like another investigation check or something to make sure there's no danger?
Sure, go for it.
Seeing that he's coward.
Sure.
Did I notice if the giant guinea pig is still roasting?
The guinea pig has gone. There's just simply bones left.
Thank God.
Did you want perception or investigation?
Investigation.
18 and a 4 is 22.
Hi, wildest no. 22. Sure. As you look around, you notice almost immediately that the gaze of this stone giant is looking around, but more towards his left, your right. And as you follow the gaze, you notice that sitting on, just as though a baby on a massive adult chair, is a small gnome that just has his feet dangling, looking directly at this stone giant. This creature, or this gnome, looks like he's got one of those hats that have those flaps around the ears. And it's a pointed hat right in the middle. It's quite pointed high. And this little, almost like a pom-pom that's...
It's a Santa hat.
yeah. I like almost like a Santa hat, a little pom-pom there, but like a medium to dark brown.
Should ask him if he knows Snow White.
And you also notice that he's wearing a similar looking vest, so leather vest, with these large buttons down the front. You notice that he's also wearing what looks to be very neat dark blue pants. Leather as well. But you can't see his face.
This person's name is D20, right?
I'll look at him, obviously, since I've noticed, and be like,
From where? Are you walking right up to him? Are you? He's probably the last chair before the bar.
I imagine I've walked in, seen the giant
Yes.
staring at something
Yeah.
that's potentially a threat, and then looked in the direction of what that is.
Yeah. Cool. So you're just still inside the door. sort of
Yeah,
thing.
it's kind of like staring. And I'll reach back and open the door up a little bit. There's a tiny gnome in here, and the giant seems to be afraid of him.
What's... I'm gonna peek in.
You see the same thing.
Hi!
I'll just, in which case, if that loud noises come from there,
As soon as she says hi, I walk away from her. Immediately turn
Walk
straight
away.
to a different table.
Oh, you're going into the room though?
Yes.
But just a different table? All right.
Looking away.
I'm going to walk up to the bar and order a beer.
Okay.
I'll probably, with what I saw, head in as well and try to get onto that same giant stool that I sat on last time.
All right. As you both just walk in and take your seats,
I'm gonna approach the...
and you're just saying hi and you're approaching
Yeah, but not the giant.
the gnome.
Yeah.
All right. As you approach the gnome, you are
Giant.
both looking at the stone giant, who doesn't move as you sit down, doesn't make
Instant
any
death.
any
No chance of
suggestion
survival.
for serving you. just looking fearfully at this gnome. Luna, you walk up to this gnome and you get probably about 10 feet away and you hit something. And your nose, as though someone punched you in the face, your nose and cheek just become just sore all of a sudden. And Vella, you've sat down, you've seen this directly in front of you, where you two haven't. You're sort of facing away. No. Don't come closer.
No, it's a nose.
Funny.
What's your name?
Ooh.
Bird.
You always ask these rude questions.
Oh, I was trying.
Names. Who has names,
I was
really?
trying to be polite. I'm Luna.
Your name is Luna. Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's a funny name. Actually ridiculous.
Thank you. My parents gave it to me.
Ah, poor them. Well, many names. But names are unimportant. What is important is what's happening right now.
What's happening?
Well, you've come here. Welcome.
Thanks.
No, thank you. You provided me with so much more entertainment than I ever thought possible. You ran into the wall.
Yes, it hurt.
Friends.
Do you always ask such rude questions?
No, mine aren't rude. How dare you? My questions are not rude, they're polite.
I would rate them a 5 out of 10.
A 5 out of 10. And he simply produces a white piece of cardboard with the number 5 on it, like that.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere, behind him.
Wow, you can draw. That's nice.
I didn't draw this. It's so fun. I didn't draw it. It's true. Who are your friends? Hi. Hello. You completely ignored me. That's not rude at all, though.
I'm at the other end or where I'd be ordering a drink.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
But no, that's actually directly in front of the gnome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
First thing, as he says that, I'll whisper to the gnome. The giant. Do you need us to order you a pizza?
The gnome pipes up and says, "A pizza what?" Amazing.
You're not as funny as you think you are.
No, I'm hilarious. Now, I wonder why a bird, a very old bird, why hasn't anyone killed you yet?
They're trying.
Oh, good. I hope they succeed. Then we've got a cat.
Whoa. Are you just...
How many lives do you have left, cat?
Well, some
I
stories
do
for
laugh
you.
at that.
At least
I
7.
do laugh
At
at that.
least 7.
Well, we're going to have 5 by the end. What about you?
I'll be laughing at all this guy. Actually, this guy's not bad. This guy's not
Why don't you tell him the story?
Gotta resist that urge. Instead of making a minor illusion of what happened, I'll start to do the motion and stop. Okay. It's like a couple of days
Would you
ago.
sing it?
Oh, sing! I love singing.
Do it.
I can sing, but I
No,
think you're
no.
singing better. You don't know me.
I know that you're not as good as you think you are.
You're probably right there.
I can read your aura.
You're very honest. Too honest. That's going to bite you in the backs one day.
I just stare at Sid the entire time.
Please play a song.
Is there
Please?
anything on the bar?
No.
Please?
Oh, there's a cloth.
Is there anything behind the bar that I can see?
There's cups, there's barrels, there's another couple of stools.
Welcome to another episode of Ben Tries to Be a Bartender in the Cafe.
Has the giant reacted? in any way?
Unmoved.
He's still just staring at
Yeah.
and he does look fearful. Is that
Yeah.
right? I'm going to ask him for a beer, and I'm going to try and do this in tandem as Sid Wells singing to him or distracting him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my claws, and I'm going to carve into the wood, help and question mark.
So sneakily,
Yeah.
sleight of hand check. With advantage because he's been distracted.
Well, I guess yes, if that's the case.
What are you
I
singing
will-
again? Saying?
Well, I guess I will pull out the loot,
Mm.
and well, if I give the premise, you can guess what he suffocated on.
Ooh, clues! Yes,
And-
yes.
Who made this character?
This is basically Michele though with the puns.
Okay.
What shit!
You know too
You're
much.
supposed to
man.
wait. You're supposed to wait.
Oh, no!
If you want a performance check, it was terrible anyway. 4, 5, 9. And I'll pull out the lute and I don't know, he's already said the punchline, but I'll give him the first line of what the cat suffocated on.
Mm-hmm.
Sing it.
No.
Do it.
I don't have anything prepared for this situation.
But what shit? I got the answer in one go.
Yes, I
it was
know.
shit.
Ah, I'm known for that. I'm very, very good at guesser.
Are you known for that?
I'll start laughing and say, yeah, no.
What did you get for your sleight of hand?
That was a 19 and a 7.
19 is
26.
all right. He doesn't seem to notice. He's just very, very mirthful at this story. So shit, he was covered in shit.
Literally, like,
Anybody gets on the wall?
top half of his body.
Well, that's fun. That's really fun. I've been covered in shit 7 times.
7.
7 times. Sometimes my own. Those nights, though, they were fun. Fun.
Speaking of which, how about you buy us a round of goy?
Goy, is that your drink? How disgusting. But I can. And a click happens, and on the bar, 4 mugs of dark brew.
What? Why does your magic still work?
My magic?
Yes.
What magic? What?
That magic.
What magic?
I'm going to be touching the wall at this point.
As you touch it, there is something there. It is solid, and it's preventing you from moving forward, like glass. You don't hear any echo
That
from
looks
the
like
knock.
magic. I think you're right.
I'll pick up a tankard of goy, have a swig, and go, yeah, see, no one else can do magic, and I'll just do a hand motion, but not actually do anything.
All right. Ooh, that was terrible. That was a terrible effort.
I know, like 12 hours ago, it was fine.
How annoying. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Where's your magic coming from?
I don't understand what you mean. Magic? That's absurd.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Right, sure.
Huh?
Nothing happens. You try and cast the spell, and you suddenly realize that you can't. Something as though the last word.
Do I burn the
was-
spell slot?
Yep.
Oh.
As though this last.
Sorry, that was just the scent of Ben.
No, 6 seconds.
As though the last word of the spell has left you.
I don't like that. Who the heck are you?
Heck. It's still very rude.
I'm pulling out a page from my journal and writing "You suck" on it and holding it up against the wall.
All right. I'm sorry, I can't read. Isn't that unfortunate? Very unfortunate.
He's a gnome, yeah?
Yeah.
I write it in gnomish and then put it back up.
Okay. No, nothing. No, I was born illiterate, you know.
Can I roll insight?
Aren't we all?
Sure.
Yeah, most people are.
You can roll that with advantage now that they've mentioned that.
Thank you.
Go for it.
Does the giant react at all to the message?
Oh,
It's a dirty 20.
all right. And insight, was it?
Hey, secrets.
Secret to you.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. That was great. That had me then. I was on the hook. So good. NVCDM, the way to my heart. Oasis.
So, what brings you into the tabernacle?
Hey!
That just echoes through this tavern.
Stop it. You are a naughty little gnome.
I am.
You
It's true.
are lying and you are trying to
Yes,
stop us from seeing something.
it's all true. I am guilty of these things. I should be punished.
I have a thorn whip.
Okay, anything that will help me learn, please.
Who are you?
Where's my punishment?
Who are you? That's your punishment. You have to tell me.
I've got many names. Which one do you want?
All of them.
All of them? We'll be here till next year.
Okay, well, what's your most important one or well-known one?
Oh, well done. The little shit.
I see.
Sound like good.
Most people know me by that, but if you want a less common name, Truth Seeker. Yeah.
Have I heard these names?
You've heard the first one.
The legend of the little shit.
No, but like, you get what I mean.
Yes, the Truth Seeker you have. There's a particular fortune.
Do I need
teller-
to
No,
Go back through my notes?
There's a particular fortune teller that you need to find.
Drusilla, I think.
He has many names.
Oh, is
He
this
has
the
many
sage?
disguises,
Yeah.
also known as the sage.
Hey, sage.
Oh, I like that one. Sage, like the herb. Oh, I do like my herb, my sage on chicken. Chicken and horse, both delicacies when they are. Well, I can. Don't give me the recipe after. What?
What are you distracting us from?
Nothing?
That's a lie.
You're a lie.
For someone who names themselves a truth seeker, you've got a lot of lies here.
Well, that's right. See, I lie all the time, but really, I'm finding out the truth to things.
Did you know I read tarot?
I think I did. I think I did know.
I don't think you did, but maybe we could find some common ground and bond over it. And you could stop distracting us and tell us what you're actually doing here.
No, I said I think I did, but what I didn't say was I think it's ridiculous.
Hey, listen. That's not something we're talking about right now. Right? Regardless of how true that is.
Okay. Oh,
I'm standing up for you.
No, you're not.
what will you be called?
I am.
You
Apart
earn
from the close to dead
you earn her name when you answer our questions.
Yes.
one. Wow.
I speak for everyone.
How about if we
I'm their master.
tell you something about yourself? You answer the question.
Ooh, information.
Blaming
Information
ownership over the
exchange.
party.
Whatever.
I
What's
do
with
like
the,
information exchange. That is a nice parlay, nice bargain.
I don't like it.
what's with the gnome get up?
Wait, I'd like to find something out about you first.
I thought if we could tell you something that we already know about yourself.
Well, what do you know about me?
Well, I know that this gnome get up's a load of crap.
Why?
Heard you're supposed to be a half human, half tiefling.
A what?
Insight.
Sure.
Do I get to roll an advantage because I rolled really well last time?
No.
Hmm.
So you think I'm actually in disguise?
Yes, 21.
One of many.
One of many disguises. Yes, of course, because I can simply make my cloak rise up, and he actually does. He makes his little tunic rise up, and you see this like the stomach underneath rise up, put down, and I'm a different person altogether.
Yeah, you can. You're lying.
Also know why you can do these things.
Well, why can I do these things?
You don't get your powers from the Fae.
I don't.
No.
I get it from him. Well, I did. Did you know what happened to that?
For someone called Truth Seeker, you sure speak a lot of shit.
Like I said, truth seeker. See, it's all in the word. I seek the truth. Seek it. I'm lying all the time. But when I find it, then I'll speak the truth.
So what's the
That's
truth
not
that you've
make
learned so
sense.
far?
Well, the truth I've learned so far. Vim is in a bit of a state, isn't it? Have you seen it lately?
Yes, the moons are missing.
What?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Ooh, that's even worse. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it?
No.
Well, I think it is. In that case, well, let's just all be all very negative, shall we?
I mean, the
and on
only
a Sun
person-
card day, Luna.
The only person being
He's-
negative here is
he's-
him. He's being negative.
I'm not being negative. Negative. I am being bright. I'm going to call it bright. My name is Bright.
You're lying.
The sun is also bright.
Yes, it is. All one of them.
One? There's three.
Used to be. Check in tomorrow.
I heard there was 4 now after the moons had disappeared.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
What?
You're aware of the moons disappearing.
Well, perhaps not, but I know that there's one sun now.
How do you know?
I'm a truth seeker.
What
Well,
else
it's
do
not
you
the
know?
morning.
I'm a fortune teller as well, you know. It's not the morning? It will be.
What else do you know?
In the future or just as now?
In the future.
In
Go
the
on.
future. Well, like I said, you'll die. That's a given, obviously.
But weren't we all?
Like, of course,
Will she die in
This is-
flight?
This is just some cold reading bullshit.
No, tarot cards are called reading bullshit. But,
I told the sign up again.
well, I mean, if you want me to read your futures, is that what you're asking me?
Yeah,
Well-
go ahead.
Did she die in flight?
Let's think. What should I get for reading your futures? Bargain, money, trade. What do you have for me?
Here's an idea. We could not kill you.
I would think you'll find that is quite impossible. This thing is around me. It's a little bit hard to get through.
You don't know how powerful I am.
Oh, you tried to cast a spell just then. It doesn't have to be, didn't it?
Did I? You don't know. Maybe I was pretending.
I knew you were going to yesterday.
No, you didn't. You're lying.
So what do you have for me?
What do you want?
I have
Tell you
some
what.
berries.
Nah. Tell you what. Hello. Go back. Get the thing you threw away.
Nah.
You nit.
No.
And bring it back.
No, it'll.
I'll pray that.
Nah. Had a ghost, made a deal, held up my end.
What was it? It was super evil, right?
Ghosts are evil.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So go back and get it, because I think you're going to need it.
Can you stop terrorizing this bar? Kid.
Oh, the stone giant. No, he's fun. We're friends. We're friends. Hey. And as he does that, as he just waves his hand every time, it's like a photo that's just on like a stop up motion, where you see this stone giant just get up off the ground as every hay comes in. This stone giant just stands up, and his hands are still like this, and he's still fearful, but
Oh my God.
he's standing up completely.
Is Horsey dead?
Horsey?
The chicken.
What chicken?
His pet chicken.
I don't know everything.
I thought you were the same.
I don't know everything.
Tell us Horsey's future.
Who
Maybe
is
we'll
this
give you some.
horsey?
Chicken.
Is it a chicken or is it a horse?
It's a chicken named Horsey.
Who did that stupid idea?
Who do you think?
Well, it technically wasn't me.
Horsey could be the most important
definitely
person
was
in this
you.
play.
Well, no, it was kind of Bella's fuck up when he was trying to convince that other little demon boy thing.
Oh, that's right.
What you're talking about, but it sounds super fun.
Well, we've been on
Can't be the
a lot of
chicken's future?
adventures.
If you have a chicken, I'm sure it's doing very well.
I feel so too.
In someone's stomach.
Nah, it'll be alive. You'll meet it one day.
Meat, as in MEAT. I didn't laugh afterwards. It wasn't a joke.
No, that was a little bit concerning, actually.
What spell did you try and cast that didn't work?
I didn't.
Oh, so you did.
I didn't.
Your own friends are turning you in.
Hang on. What spell did you try and cast that didn't work?
I don't know. I'm around this barrier thing. I can only tell when magic is happening, not what type.
I didn't.
Okay.
And I wink with the eye that he can't see.
I'm gonna try and cast a spell as well, but I'm gonna cast
Kill gnome?
create water.
Okay.
And so, as I understand, this is a 10-foot cylinder, right? All around this thing. So I'm not targeting him.
Yeah.
I'm not targeting the cylinder.
Yeah.
Just creating water in an empty space within it. Up to 10 gallons per minute.
Whoa. Just a little bit of water.
Okay. And as you cast it, nothing appears. As though you just choked on that last word.
Oh, shit.
Nothing occurs. Ooh, that didn't feel very good, did it?
No, I was trying to drown you.
Really?
Yes.
I've felt drowning before. I wonder what that feels like.
Can you show us your true form? I'm sure it's very nice.
This is my form.
No, you're a tiefling.
What are you talking about?
Half tiefling.
Same thing.
Yes, I am a demon from another world, and I am here to evil someone. No.
You literally lied to us. I'm good with energies and auras, and you lied.
Okay. I do. I lie. It's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Did you show us now? What color are you?
Wow.
Are you green or red or pink?
Green with envy. No. I am simply,
That wasn't funny.
I lie out.
now I'm blue.
Maybe you can stay blue.
Well,
You'll be blue if we don't get that necklace back, and we're not getting it back without the answers that we're asking.
ooh, now this is interesting. Okay, so you'll get the necklace back.
Maybe.
Trade it for me.
Maybe.
What do you want with the
Two.
necklace?
Yeah, why do you want the haunted necklace?
Were you
What
the
is
one who
it?
created it?
For someone
No.
who seems to be apparently pretty powerful here, why don't you just go out and get it yourself?
Well, let's just say that it's not evil, but it won't let me find it.
And what use would you have with it then?
Well, it won't let me find it, but if it's handed to me, I can find it.
Sounds like you're not supposed to have it.
Sounds like.
I kind of am.
Or Shillo, right?
Yeah.
Is that your name?
Yeah.
Never heard of that. I think is that my brother? My
yeah,
sister.
Sure. And I bet you the
Insight!
I bet you the gods didn't give you these powers.
The guys.
Gods.
Oh, the gods. Gods? Gods? You shouldn't be saying that around here. Gods are just not existent, really.
Oh yeah, sure. That's why the Fae kind of want to find you, because you got god powers in a world that's not supposed to have gods.
Should we get Sarah?
We got you clocked.
What'd you get?
17.
A 17, sure. Fun. Yeah, seems to be telling the truth.
What did you just roll, Michele?
Higher than that.
This is what Luna's doing, not me.
Right, okay.
I recall that was the name, right?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Shiloh? Is that what you were saying to me? Is that my name?
Obviously not what I was saying. I pronounced it correctly.
I mean, I've been called Shiloh before.
Yeah.
But you have to pronounce it right.
That's your name.
It's one of them. I've got many names.
But that's
Anyway,
your actual name, right?
If I answer that, will you get this necklace for me?
Well, you haven't given us anything yet, and we've given you quite a little.
If I tell you that I am in fact the fortune teller, the truth seeker, the person who can foretell the future, will you get this necklace for me?
Will you take
No,
down this
'cause
ball?
we've already
Well, no,
deduced that bit of
once.
information.
Hmm?
Why would we do that? We've already deduced that bit of information.
I don't think you have.
I think we have, and you can take
No, you
down the
haven't.
wall now.
No, you haven't.
Well, we're telling you are. If you just admit it and say that you are,
You're
well, what do we
lying.
get out of this?
You're lying.
He's not lying.
We can get the necklace.
You can get the necklace. That's what you get out of it. Good.
Right.
You suck.
It seems like the necklace is safe from you now, wherever it is.
No, it needs me.
Why?
I need you more.
Yeah. Well, tell us what this necklace is then.
I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Oh, so you need it. You can't find it, but you don't know what it is.
Pretty much. Do you know what it is? I'd be very, very pleased and very happy to.
The last person that wore it, like, was a burning corpse that fell from the ceiling.
Yes.
Burning corpse. Must have stolen it. Oh dear.
Besides, I made a deal with it, and it seemed very, very responsive to me getting rid of it once we got back here.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you find that's not the case. It doesn't really like to be by itself for very long. What if I do this? If you can catch me, then I will tell you who I am.
Why don't we just go get the necklace?
You can move really fast.
I can go get the necklace if you want.
No, I mean, like, you could catch him.
I mean, maybe. But
I will tell you what you need to know and want to know if you catch me.
this thing seems like it's very tricky, and I don't think it'll play by the rules.
The name is Oshilo?
Sharlo!
Or Shiloh?
How dare you?
Well, I mean, you've been quite rude to us, so.
Actual cannibal.
Oh my gosh, it's Shiloh!
Do we have a deal?
Can you catch him?
Are you gonna take down your invisible
Of
barrier?
course I am. I'm not going to hide behind this while you're trying to catch me. That would be cheating. But then what
Does
else?
just one of us have to catch
No,
you?
you can all try. But what else do you want from me if you can?
You just have to answer any question that we ask you.
Any question? We'll be here for years.
I don't think you're that.
We
interesting.
We get 5 questions
Ooh.
that you have to tell the truth. And if you don't know the answer,
We'll put you in a sack and swing you hard against some of the.
not that. If you
Make an
don't
intimidation check.
if you don't know the answer, it doesn't sacrifice one of the questions.
If I don't know the answer,
We don't lose our question.
so 5 questions I must answer with
You must know-
anything but I don't know.
18.
You must tell us the truth.
Truth, yes. The truth is easy.
18.
18. He does sort of wince a little bit at that, you notice.
Ask for a strawberry.
Yeah. And a herring.
Strawberry? So 5 questions, I can deal with that.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. How many more?
Don't know.
Well, we're gonna have to cheers on it, just so I know you're not lying about this one.
Sure, I can choose it.
Oh, we could
Oh.
pinky promise.
Push a little cup of goy that's still in the bar, just next to where I am, and hold up mine ready for cheers.
He doesn't move. He says, "How will I know that you will not try and catch me with at the cheers button?"
How do I know you're not just gonna disappear or blow me up or something? You
Wait a
seem to be
second.
holding all the cards here.
Can we use magic
No,
here?
no, Luna's holding all the cards.
Yeah.
Can we
That's
use
my
magic
boy.
here or not?
Huh?
Can we use magic or not?
Depends.
Pinky promise?
Sure. And just that.
You'll die
pinky-
if you break it.
And he just laughs at that, and he just pinky promises, holds it. Yep. And it goes through this barrier and connects. And at that, he holds up a mug that just has appeared in his hands, and holds it up outside of the barrier.
Guess I'll start walking towards the barrier. Cheers him and then just try to grab him.
Okay,
Can I guide him?
make me a grapple check.
Grapple check.
Is he within reach of me?
What is a? Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm assuming it's strength. Though.
Strength, yeah.
Where do I get a? What do I have a +1? Well, there you go. Oh no, it's saves. So this is just a strength check.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
5.
5. All right. No contest. There's this half grab, and then the hand's just not there. It's just back in the barrier. At that point, he puts the tankard down and slams down on his legs. And at that point, you are not in this inn anymore.
What?
You are on this weird grey path that looks like it is I'll just show you actually.
What? Are we roll 20?
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Ben. Yay.
As you're looking
Yeah.
at this, I'll just get rid of this. Death. You are looking at
Instant death
a figure 8 or almost an hourglass looking cascade of paths that lead into what looks to be the middle, which is a whirlpool. This roaring, ever moving, foamy ocean that seems to be around this rocky outcrop here, and a weird looking statue that's facing away from you. And this being looks, and you are above this gnome as he's looking up at you, and you see two paths that go down. And he just shouts over this roaring torrent, "Come and get me!"
Are the paths sitting up above the water, or are they flush?
No, they're up above the water, and they are probably about 60 to 70 feet high.
Okay.
It's a bit of a fall into it. But that platform in the middle goes up another couple of 10 or 15 feet up, and then like a diving board, just goes down into it. I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Hey. Oh no. I'm scared. I think this is the first time I have rolled shit in initiative. Hey.
16.
A 16. All right, bear with me 2 seconds while I bring this up. Uh, 25 to 20.
21.
Whoa. Bow bow.
I've become accustomed to not liking going first because I usually get attacked first.
20 to 15 was
16.
18.
And 15.
18 Sid. 16.
Velo. And
Velo.
then 15.
15.
Luna.
Luna.
30 feet.
All right, Hood, you're up first. Where do you want to go?
Come on, what's going on there? I will move 30 feet in the direction of the gnome. Sorry, change that. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sounds good.
It does, yep, no problem at all.
And I'm like cautiously racing at this point.
Yep.
And so as not to block my companions,
Okay.
I'm going to make the dash action, bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
drop 5 feet onto that, so just jump over the ledge.
Yep.
Is that super high or anything? That's manageable?
It's manageable without needing to make a check, yep.
Yeah. Do you want to deduct an extra 5 feet or something?
Yes.
Okay, so that 10 feet,
Shouldn't have offered.
15, 20, 25. Is there anything specific at this whirlpool thing that's going on here, or?
It's just a really very deep whirlpool. There's nothing else about it that you can see. The platform, now that you look over, seems to be held up by pillars. There's one pillar on each side at the point where you're standing, and that's it. And they just disappear under that water, that churning water, where all this water from the other two sides are molding into.
Oh, I'll stop there actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move the extra 5 foot. May as well. Yeah, that's my full movement.
Okay.
Action, bonus action, and that will be it.
Yep. That's everything?
That's everything.
All right. Sid, you're up.
Sweet. I will move and probably dash.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And that is me done.
All right. You're up, Velo.
Alright, cool. So I'm going to take to the wing immediately which is a 55-foot move, movement speed. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 35 feet there. Rise them above the whirlpool. I'm going to try and cast Misty Step.
Okay.
And so at full speed, arms out, reach, I'm going to Misty Step and try and appear right behind.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work?
That Misty Step spell that you're very used to casting, that you inherited from Vim itself, has vanished.
In that case, I'm going to take my... no, I'm not. I'm just going to hover there in danger.
All right. As you're hovering, Luna, you're up.
Wait.
Are you doing anything else?
Can I take a dash action if I tried to cast a spell?
Yes,
or?
yes, that's fine.
In that case, yeah, I move the full right on up.
All right. You're right there.
Yeah.
Doing anything else?
That's it. I can't grapple because I tried to cast a spell.
Yeah. Cool. What are you up to, Luna?
Can I attempt to wild shape?
Sure.
Does it work?
Nope. It
That's
fizzles out completely.
Goes my turn. Okay, cool. I assume I expend that then.
Yep.
I'm actually going to stand 30 feet here.
Mm-hmm.
My wild shape would have taken some action to do. So I'm just gonna stand there and watch shit unfold.
All right.
I guess.
Okay.
Wow, Promethean.
Yeah.
Harsh. All right. So it is
Yeah,
this. It is the creature's turn. This being.
Creature.
Yeah, this creature, this gnome.
It's a creature.
Oh my god.
Are we all creatures?
Yes, you are.
Not me.
I'm not a creature. That's offensive.
This creature, or gnome, looks around and looking like there's immediate danger all around him. He will, looking at what he's going to do here, he's going to take out what looks to be a small weapon. It's a dagger. And he's just going to go, oh, can't really run towards me if your feathers are a little bit ruffled, and he just attacks you with it.
What the fuck?
Tag.
That's a 10 to hit you.
That misses.
As he does that, he will make the disengage action. Oh, and get out of that. And he is going to just close his eyes for a moment, and he opens them, and as he does, you can see that there is this wild purple-pink flame to his eyes. More pink than anything else. And as he looks around, he says, can't really make this too easy for you. You're almost upon me now. Friend! I
hate this. I hate this.
And as that happens,
Ban Michele.
ban me. Yeah.
Ban Venezelda.
Wow. Just trying to find this briefly. Sorry, won't be a moment.
This is offensive.
It is. It's true. That'll be better.
Bet your friend comes out of that whirlpool.
The whirlpool does start to slow down.
Why have you done this?
Oh my god, you are the sage.
Let me just bear with me a moment while this happens. And as you all watch, this thing starts to emerge from the pool.
Oh, it's a hand.
It is.
It's gonna give Sid a slapping.
And this thing now has its own initiative as
Silly
it simply
savage.
just runs out or just is cast out of this massive arm. And then we'll have its own initiative. That's a bit better. That's good.
Did Wilder Snow definitely call this?
I know.
Nice. Well done.
Well done. Good guessing there. As you watch this hand just start to sweep around, and it can go around that initial middle circle. It seems to be able to reach anywhere around that area.
But I'm safe, right?
Pardon?
But I'm safe, right?
You don't know.
But I do.
And and it finishes in that whirlpool of that a weird foamy water. It is now going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
I'm scared.
35, 40. It's going to go about there. And just stand there. Look, I've got to hand it to myself. And that is now going to go back up to Hood's turn.
This is a big hand.
It's massive.
What shape is it currently in?
It's in a hand shape.
It's just like...
Oh, it's doing that.
Okay. So there's areas I could potentially jump onto.
Oh, yeah. You can jump.
Yes. Do it. Wake me up.
Sparta!
That was my contribution to the musical episode, and I will not be performing a song.
Nice.
Oh, maybe
I'm
this
just
is
shy. So, okay, cunning action, rogue, bonus action, dash,
Yep.
and then I'll use my action to try and grapple.
Yep.
So that's 60 feet.
Yep.
I can make that with just going around the side.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do some flair though. I'm going to try and jump on the hand and jump off the hand onto the gnome.
Okay, sure. Make me, the first one, make me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Is it made of water, or is this like a solid hand?
It's a translucent pink hand.
Jumps directly into the whirlpool.
Yeah.
Hood's
You
dead.
don't know if it's solid or not, but make your acrobatics.
TPK.
I'm
TPK.
assuming if it gets hit, it gets solid.
Well, that's what you get, motherfucker.
So that
Acrobatics.
will be with a 5, 9 and 5,
14.
14. Yeah.
You do land. I'll just put you next to it for a second. I'll just put you there and put it back. And you are on it. You're on the end of the thumb, basically, and you're standing right on top of the end of that thumb. And now you're trying to leap off.
Yeah, so I'm going to, I guess, scurry across it, jump off onto the other side.
It's going to try and make a grapple against you, but you can make me a grapple against it. So make an acrobatics or athletics to try and get out of it
Okay.
first.
Can I distract my hand?
If you'd like to see if that will work.
Hey, hand! Hey, over here! Hey!
Do I still have my bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap you!
The hand turns slightly, but there's no advantage.
That
What
is...
if I go, hey, high five?
So 15, 16 this time.
16?
Yeah.
You just managed to avoid it just crushing over the top of you. It is solid. Make another acrobatics to get onto this gnome.
That fucking bardic inspiration came in handy just then.
No.
12 and a 5, so 17.
Yeah. So you leap on, run across, avoid its very quick grasp upon you, and land there, right near the gnome, who's just looking at you like.
And now I have to succeed a grapple check, I guess.
Yep.
Oh no.
This is the one's going to fail me. No strength modifier.
No.
17. 17, yeah.
Not enough.
Oh no.
Slipping away from you, being able to
It wasn't
also
distracted by my wonderful chanting?
no move out of your range and is now here. And as unfortunately just was unable to win you the game. What else are you doing? Do you have any other movements?
Attack of opportunity because you moved out of the way.
You can attack it if you want.
With another
No.
grapple. You little prick. Don't you dare think about taking a stab at me.
Oh, stab in the dark, maybe I will.
Shot to the heart.
And then that will be my turn.
Sid, you're up.
I will kick it off with a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll call out to Hood. Hey, sweet jump, bardic inspiration.
All right.
So, thank you.
So just finding that to mark it off.
Yep.
And then
This is chaos. I hate this in a good way.
ooh. Would I be able to, now that the hand is clenched,
Mm-hmm.
try to copy Hood
Uh-huh.
and springboard off the hand with 30 feet?
You can try and you can see if it can do anything to try and push you off. Yes, or grapple you.
Given that it's clenched
Yep.
already, I'm going to try run across the knuckles, and if
Sure.
it starts to open,
Sure.
springboard off it.
Yep, okay.
Because that makes total sense.
So same thing, make your acrobatics check to try and get onto the hand first and jump over this whirlpool.
Natural 20.
Whoa!
Yes.
Whoa! With this, you
Oh,
leap
ac-
off.
Acrobatics, that's a dex. I get a +5, 25.
Holy crap! With precision, like diving off a diving board, two feet at once, and as you jump, it's like you just let this much, but you just spring, and you just do this beautiful, eloquent dive and flip,
She eloquent.
and you land right on top of the knuckles on top. As it happens, though, as soon as your feet land, the hand starts to turn, not unclench, but simply try and just make you fall off. But you can make me another one to try and
Another one?
Yep,
Just use the
Another one.
Yeah.
to try and avoid getting
Throwing out music references
thrown out.
everywhere right now. Another one.
Oh, yes, it was another one.
Oh no!
Well, I can't.
You land softly and precisely, but then as this thing turns, you immediately start
I
to
guess
fall.
I would have been showboating over the real cool one.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, do you guys all see that?
You can make me a grapple check to try and grab onto this thing once more before you might need to fall in.
Can I can't help him anyway, can I?
Not from there.
Just a grapple check. So
Yep.
That's a 6.
Let me see what I roll.
This is
Try and
horrible.
undo it. Natural 1.
Ah, sweet.
Hey!
You are
Yes.
seriously. It is for your life. You're holding on to this clenched fist. You hold on to the thumb with both hands, and you're just holding on to this thing while it's just doing this.
No,
boo.
no good, buddy.
And this Nobu is also emulating it. He's looking down, boo. And you are now on this thing. What else can you do?
Yeah, what else can I do? How much movement did that use up?
5, 10, 15, 20 feet?
Am I within 10 feet to try and swing off onto the edge?
5, 10. Just? Yeah?
Yeah, if I can attempt to do that. I
Sure.
guess.
Oh!
And, another check?
Yep.
Sweet. Acrobatics. 16.
Sure, you're fine. You go back onto, but you are,
Right.
you're there. You're right on the
And
edge.
after duffing it for
Mhm.
a little bit, I'll go, ooh, have you heard of cuticle care there, buddy? And then I'll swing and flip up onto the ledge.
Mm-hmm.
Which ledge do I end up on?
That one.
Oh, I'm back where I started.
It's the closest. It was the only one within that 10 feet.
Dash and try it again.
All right?
I'm going to jump back on the hand.
Go for it.
Good, Charlie. Luna is the only survivor of this. Haven't
That's
done
a
anything.
22
Easy. Yeah, same thing. On the hand, you're fine.
on the hand.
It turns again and tries to force you out.
Yeah.
So acrobatics to stay on.
To stay, oh, for fuck's sake, 1.
Oh no! Oh no!
And one more to try and hold on again.
12?
That's enough. You're holding on. You're in
That
exactly
was
the same
your
position.
Yeah, a -1 modifier. Took it down to 12.
Once again, you're holding on with two hands here on the thumb as it's pointing downward. You're almost weighing it down as it looks like it's getting closer to the water a little bit, but it maintains its hold on you.
Alright. Well, then I'll use that last 10 feet of movement to try and acrobatics my way back onto the platform for a 23.
A 23 I'll give you. Where do you want to land? I'll give it that to you. That's a big roll.
Look, after duffing it once again, I'll go back in as if I meant to do this, and I'll, for flavour and not an action, use my scimitar just to scrape some gunk from under the cuticle, and go, I got you, buddy, and I'll flip off, if you'll allow me, to land near the gnome, if that's doable.
100%. That's 23 is massive,
That was a
so
wild ride of emotion.
hanging off.
So
And
basically, your whole trip away, I just repeated the same thing and kept doing amazing, then duffing it.
As soon as you land and I see you're literally a copycat.
Well, I may be the copy, but you're the cat. And I'll action surge.
No, go
Oh,
Try and
yeah.
grapple him.
All right, go
because
for it.
I gave
6.
Sid some inspiration with saying go get him. Does he get an advantage on?
Not advantage, no. Maybe a D4.
But I genuinely meant it.
A D6.
D6?
A D6.
That's being very generous.
Come on, I have to choose a class to get that. It's still shit anyway. It's a 8.
An 8? No, it wriggles away from you. It does avoid your grapple and goes right to the edge here. Not quite at your level, Luna. It's at the edge at the bottom.
Aren't I at the bottom of the stairs?
Just, but it's still a little bit sort of under you.
Right.
What else are you doing, Sid?
Look, I'm pretty sure I burned
You've done it?
everything I could do to not fall into a whirlpool.
All right, Bello.
Where's the gnome looking?
Directly at Sid at the moment.
Okay, so I'm going to take off.
Bella's just like,
Take off.
I'm going to fly
All over
immediately right underneath the floating pathway. I'm just going to tuck my wings in close and follow it around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to come back up around and then over the top of the path next to Luna and try and catch him from behind.
So you're going through, like, underneath the hand.
I'm going up, so where the path curves around, I'm flying just underneath and around underneath the path.
Okay, on the outside? On the
Yeah.
outside?
That's it, and then just
All right.
to hide.
that's it. And
Yes,
then
yes, yes.
back around to try and catch him.
All right. Yep, no problem. And you land there?
Talon.
If I could, I would try and just land rather than land,
On?
just maintain height, just
Yep.
get him.
All right.
Grab him.
Sure.
Get it.
You make your, and you do, and the hand, you do see the hand start to move around underneath that bridge to try and swipe at you and misses. It just doesn't get to that point on the outside. Make a grapple check, which is strength.
Oh, it's no good. It's no good. That is a 4.
No, wriggles out again, and he leaps up and goes back here, another 10 feet, leaping up. Actually, I'll roll an acrobatics for that just in case. Oh, nat 20.
So I get an all free movement.
Nat 20. Very lithe.
Because he
His hand is always so many
disengaged.
actions.
Yeah. No, sorry, disengage. No, that happens on in his turn, so you get another. You can then attack of opportunity if you want.
Right, and he was right on the edge.
Yeah.
Maybe just shove to push him into the water.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
Now it's dead. We were just playing games.
He was trying to catch me, not kill me.
That's a...
Is that a nat one?
No, it's a 7.
Right.
So
It's
it's
just a light.
still no succeed. My modifier is a... Sorry, I knew setting myself modifier.
No, you're right.
That's a 9.
No, missing. You see that very, very swiftly he does jump away, and as your shove just connects with thin air. In the meantime, very, very quick. Doing anything else?
Nope, that's all I got. Fuck
All right,
you now.
Luna.
I'm gonna pull out a rope. And I'm gonna 5, 10, and just like try and tie him up. I'm not going to try
Around
and
the
lasso
neck.
him or anything. Not around the neck, but I'm literally just going to wind around this guy. Like,
Sure.
yeah.
Grapple.
Is it a grapple?
You can make an intelligence check instead if you want to.
Let's
Using
see
rope-
which
you-
is going to be better. Well, I can choose between intelligence, which is a 0 modifier, or strength, which is -1. So I'm going to go with intelligence. Which dice is going to be nice for me today? You look too happy. I don't like this. Did you just roll a nat 20?
No.
Okay, good.
Insight.
I think you just cursed my dice, and I should get to it. Because that was a 9.
A 9 in total.
Yeah.
All right, this rope, as you're all watching Luna, you're looking at how this rope has been tied, and it's just going around and around and around, and he just slips under and just goes 5 feet away. And there's no knot, there's no tie, there's no security there at all.
Well, I'm going to use my movement to move on up to him.
Yep.
I don't have any bonus actions. Was it an action to do that?
Yeah.
You bastard.
Tying a rope.
This guy's
definitely.
getting your free movement. I'm gonna bonus action stick my tongue out and can I just tap him
Sure.
and go, you're it.
Oh, I guess I'm not. No. And
That's how this game works.
go. And he points to the hand, and it's the hand's turn. The hand is just going to make one giant swipe against you both, and it's just going to try and swipe and sort of half slam down on both of you. That's a natural 1 against you, Hood. You avoid it.
I don't want to know what that hand's going to do.
Sid, that is a 17 to hit you.
My armor class 17, so you win. don't you?
Beats. Yeah.
But I'm defending.
Beats. As it slams down, I'm going to say that Sid shoves you out of the way as he gets the full brunt of this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm the greatest.
10 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Ooh,
As the thing just and
it's a
just
bludgeoned hand.
rocks, just a pebble just vibrate around you, and you are just underneath this thing for a moment and get back up. You just feel yourself, it's all over the place and very hurt along your right hand side.
But I give a big no. Push her out of the way.
You fall in the water. No,
Poor dies.
This thing-
instantly.
this hand just goes thumbs up at you, Sid, and that's its turn. It is the gnome's turn next, and it is going to.
Don't laugh. How dare you?
Power word kill.
Nah.
I mean, you did that last time. Okay.
Yeah, correct. Suddenly, it's here. And now,
Where'd it go?
I hate
it's near you as well, though, Luna. It's in 2 places. And one of the voices front nearest to you, Luna, says, "Is it me?" And then from afar, the echo says, "Oh, is it me?"
Can I roll inside?
Ah, the echo.
Go
to
for
see
it.
which one
The other
is.
one is to fake.
Yeah, I want to figure out which one's the fake.
Yeah.
Is it insight or what is it? Is that what it is?
You can choose insight or perception.
Ooh, okay. 19.
19. All right.
And that's perception, not insight.
Sure. To your best guess, the one next to you is the real one, but it's hard to tell
Fabulous.
because the other one away from you is quite far away.
Cool.
It is going to now disengage here and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50. Just going to dash over here. And that's going to be its turn. It's just going to turn around, open up its butt cheeks, and just say towards you like Ace Ventura.
Can I command the hand to like get its finger and just in the butt cheek?
No,
Yeah.
Power word
Makes
conjure.
you can give it a go.
Power word can't you?
It is Hood's turn.
Kill it!
20, 25.
Kill it with fire.
Set everything on fire.
So it's 45 feet away from me. I don't know. I'll see. I'll throw it out there. I'm going to use my feline agility and my bonus action.
Ooh.
Dash. I
Yep.
don't know if it works this way, but
It can.
so that would be 60 and then double again is 120 feet of movement.
All right.
And I'm moving 45, but the intention is just to like body check this thing into the side of the wall.
All right. You're just shoving it
Yeah.
with the
Just
shoulder.
charging straight at it.
Okay.
And if I succeed, I'll try and grapple it.
Okay. If you succeed.
So I can definitely move up there.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll some kind of attack to hit it?
Sort of like a bull rush, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're making a rush as a standard action or part of a charge. Tend to push an opponent. Instead of damage, you try to damage it or push it.
I'm like, I want to like, the
Knock
body
it off
check
its
is to like
center.
knock it off of it. It's like, oh shit, what's just happened?
Okay,
And then I'm
sure.
just going to try and jump on top of it.
All right. So let's have a look. Make a post. So you're making a post
Oh my
strength check.
gosh, the tables have turned. Now you're shitting on someone.
So you're going to make an attack roll, actually.
Make an attack roll.
Yeah.
You can do it.
17 again, that's good. Do I have a bonus to anything or just
It's
17?
your strength bonus. That's it.
So it's just a straight up 17 then.
Okay. I need you to roll me now a strength check.
Bardic inspiration.
I might use that for the grapple if it succeeds.
I need you to now make me a strength check and add 4.
And add 4.
Yep.
That's an 11. With the 4 is
15.
15. And then can I add my bardic inspiration for that?
Yep.
Is this for the grapple?
It's still for the bull rush. Haven't grappled yet. Use it or not to use it.
Do it!
Yeah.
Use it!
No, do it on the grapple.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
you
like I
might
should
not
use
get
it
to
on the
grapple
grapple.
if you don't do this.
Adding 4 to my roll, so that was a 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's L1, so
Oh no.
16 in total, yeah.
Okay. You succeed. So you will slam into this creature.
Just cuddle it now.
As you do, you need to roll me 2d10, please. It's a massive rush, and that extra bonus was enough to damage it severely.
Kill the sage.
What's a D10? That's a D10.
Now, where did you go in this thing? So you're you're over that side. Got it.
6 and a 9.
6 and a 9, yeah? Okay. So 15 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing is going to try and hang on to the ledge because you've rushed it and you've hit it. It's now starting to fall. This gnome is starting to fall, but you're trying to hold on and grapple?
Yeah, well, if it's trying to hold on, do I get an advantage on grappling it?
It's not trying to hold on to you, but hold on to the edge of the bridge here.
Oh, sure. If it wants to, I'll be like, I'll grab it.
It won't be advantage though. You'll still just
Okay.
make a general grapple.
You can do it!
If it's holding onto the ledge, can I wait for it to hold onto the ledge then to get an advantage?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just do it. Go.
Alright.
You got this.
That's a good roll. I hope that works. 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you grab hold onto the wrist of this gnome. He looks up. I guess you got me.
And I'll flick it back onto the landing.
All right. As you flick it back onto the bridge, it looks around to you and gives you this. Well, that was short-lived, wasn't it?
I will actually I'll have my hands on like my legs because that's actually a big exertion of energy to do that. And I'll be panting and shouting, ears back. Well, I'm sorry about hurting you there.
I'm sorry about hurting you. The hand. I mean, oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed that.
What did you? Did all of you enjoy yourselves?
No.
Oh, you did. That's great.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. And I'll
It was a bit crushing for you, wasn't
I'll
it?
reach out to shake the hand. His hand.
The massive hand in turn goes towards you, and you just hold on to the front part of the
As
fingers.
It reaches out, I go,
It just does this.
and I'll use second wind.
It just looks up at you again with his hand and does
Using
the
second wind.
does the bird.
Yeah, I'll use second wind to try and regain some health, which
Alright.
is max roll, so I'm back to full.
Well done.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, we win.
Sure.
Can we go back?
And with a click, you're back in the tavern. As quick as you like.
Good job, Hood.
Thank you.
That was quite well done.
Well,
I was very impressed.
I don't think I'll be doing that again anytime soon. Then I'll pull back and crack my back.
Oh my gosh, your head is bleeding.
Ow!
Out of
yes.
out of your ears.
Oh, that's
I'll
terrible.
reach back and be like, I haven't taken any damage from it. There's nothing there.
There is. There's a lot of blood.
That's heaps. Yes. Yes, I agree.
Am I going to have to waste one of these questions onto this find
Look,
out whether or not
I
you
will-
know the truth?
Attempt at this point to make sparks come out of his ear, and hope it works.
Does not.
Damn it.
You suddenly understand that for some reason it does not occur. Slip of the tongue when you were trying to cast that spell, you just can't seem to remember that last phrase like your friends do when you cast these spells. Ooh, that was a bit unfortunate.
We get 5 questions now.
I think I know a song about that. Well, tell me your questions. I will answer truthfully without any sort of falsehood. I will.
That would be going against the bet that you pinky promised with me.
I said without any falsehood. I didn't lie about that.
Oh no, I'm just reminding you.
But I told you I will.
Mhm.
Yeah. Pinky promise means death. Death.
If you break it, yes. Who has a question?
Well, this is quite boring. You didn't actually come up with any questions to begin with.
Yeah.
I didn't think of them.
Preoccupied with all the shenanigans.
Yes.
Actually,
Pretty handy, wasn't it?
I've got one. What exactly is that necklace?
I told you I don't. Oh, well. Yes. The deal was if I didn't know the answer to the question, your 5 questions still stand. I don't know. I suspect it has something to do with what's happening with the magic, because I can still sense it. And the fact that it hasn't really gone and disappeared with its magic tells me it's meant for something. Maybe.
All right.
Or it could be completely cursed, and it'll eat you when you're really, really powerful and least expect it. In the arms of someone you love. I don't know.
Velo doesn't feel love.
But I think you should get it. I think it's a good thing.
I have a question.
Yes.
Have you heard of a group of people that call themselves the One, that look like white-skinned things that...
Yeah, the
their skin
drippy
is-
ones.
Yeah. Have you heard of them? Who are they?
Well, they're called the One.
Like, what do you know about them? Tell me everything.
I only see them every now and again. Told to stay away from them.
By who?
Is that your other question?
No, it's part of the same one.
No. That is not.
If you'd like to tell me who, you can.
Yep. I choose not to. Now,
Bastard.
because your question was, do I know of them? And yes, I do.
I said tell me everything.
That's not really a question then, is it?
Well, it's an elaboration on the original question.
Which was?
What do you know?
There we go. So,
Thank you.
I know that I was told to stay away from them. They are, I saw them when they were sneaking into this world in a portal. Didn't really think much of it. I thought, hey, they're in danger like the rest of them. They just want a safe haven. They just want to live, and that's it. And I didn't do anything about it. Couldn't really do anything about it anyway. I was pretty young at the time. Then I had a dream about them. And the dream was, well, that they were using like swords and helmets and things that are magical, and they're eating them. That's just crunching into them with a fork and knife. It was really weird. They were eating them, but as they were eating them in my dream, they became bigger and just more foreboding and scary. Just scary. That was a bit because I know my dreams, and my dreams are like pretty accurate. You know, maybe once, maybe this one, just this one. So, in that case, if you can't really ask a question back, so I'll just keep going. It means to me that they are a cult or a group that mean ill of him. Ill, I say. And that is bad to this world. And it's people within it. I think they are one peoples now to be avoided because it sounds like they've eaten all the magic, and that nothing will stop them.
Great, that's one question.
Yay!
Sid, do you have any questions?
I am available.
I think he's hitting on you.
I do have one, but it's more of a selfish one for me.
That's
so
okay, there's 4 of us and there's 5 questions.
I might wait till the end in case we need to ask other things.
Good?
I mean, to be honest, there's nothing here that we can't learn ourselves, but
You're all very, very smart people. That is true.
a little sleight of hand would help us on our adventure. Have you...
Word your question carefully. He's really slippery.
I'll turn to Sid. If we had to ask about Popo Shen, what would you ask about?
I think we could probably find information about him at the mask. We already know a little bit. Perhaps you could ask about that box you've been tinkering with.
Yes, in the cart. Okay. Any ideas on how to open up? I'd have to explain it. A box with no seams that I found at the lake that a potential creature.
That's where Goss was. The possessed boy.
How would you open up a box that was at a lake that doesn't have any seams? I'd say with an axe
No, this came from a possessed
or your
child.
teeth.
No, neither of those will
I
work.
don't think that's a good question because I'd have to show it to you.
Shall I just ask, suggest more things that you will say that you've tried already? Find the key. Abracadabra. Your tongue. No. A giant axe.
That was a waste of a question.
Yes,
No,
I
I'm
do
going
feel
to add
like
that as he doesn't know.
No, I'm making this supreme. Have you tried a giant axe yet?
Yeah.
Make a description check.
Well, I dropped it from the sky. That's a form of giant axe.
Okay, I'll get
The earth itself is an axe.
You're twisting that, but I'll accept that. That's good. Then I will also count that as an I don't know. There we go. Fair's fair. Let me see the box one day, and I might have more answers for you.
that's a good answer, actually. Do we have to ask you all these
Oh,
questions?
excellent. 3 more questions.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't a question.
He said it was.
Well, he
No, I
lied.
mean in the representation of what you just said. Are we going to be seeing you again? Do we need to?
That's
ask you
not
all
a
these
question.
questions?
Stop. Stop, Hood.
That was
Stop
a
talking.
question.
No, it wasn't.
What?
That doesn't count. He's
It's very unfair.
very concussed.
In which case, I will not answer that.
Thank you.
Fair.
Hey, I have a question. You seem to know a lot about Vim.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot. Based on what you're saying, you're like all knowing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, here's my question. What do you know about the portals and the other worlds and why the gods kind of aren't allowed to be spoken about in this world? How did that all come to be?
Well, talking to the Fae. Evil gods, Fae good. They don't want evil gods' influence on people who are
I mean the
weak
things
minds.
that aren't in history books. I've read all of that. Because there's obviously other things going on.
Well, the Fae are all ruling
Yes?
in the history books. They are all ruling here.
Yes?
Well, they were before the magic suddenly snuffed out. So, gods are not allowed to be talked about because they influence people's minds. Would, in the Fae's eyes, would cause this peaceful world to break apart with influence. The gods, as you understand them, are the manifestation of people's minds. See, think about worshipping something, it becomes sentient. Gods are such. Sentient, they become real, actually real. So, the gods, no influence, no threats.
But what does that have to do with the other worlds?
The other worlds had the evil gods, they had the good gods, they had neutral gods. I would say, unless the worlds are non-existent anymore, and those gods potentially vanish for a time and return if people from this world remember them. Even an inkling of remembrance.
The other worlds can't have been that bad, surely.
Well, then why did they come through the portals? To escape something dark and evil, I would assume.
Just because people don't have a choice doesn't mean it's necessarily that everything was bad. It could have been something inevitable. It could have been something natural, not necessarily super.
Unfortunately, the gods are dip their hands in all things that are inevitable. In most places I've seen.
Is that a fact?
The answer to that question,
That wasn't a question.
it's a fact.
That was a statement.
Ah.
With an inflection at the end.
So, the Fae wanted less to do with the gods than ever before. They did once worship gods. Do not anymore. Because they feel like they would be influenced. Worship nothing. The nature around them. Worship to them is not really something to do. It's something to fear. Because evil hearts arise. Now, case in point. These creatures, these things, I bet you they worship a god. Or something. Follows their orders. Did they mention anything about worshipping or hearing voices? Or...
They did say that they heard whispers.
Ah, whispers. Well, where did these whispers come from then?
Well, have you heard of insanity?
Yes, I have, but weak minds, they don't seem to be weak-minded, really. They seem to be quite smart. They were
People
able to...
can be inherently evil without gods.
Sure,
They build their own evil. They have bad upbringings, and that's just how it happens.
of course, of course. So many of them.
Well,
Coming
they're
together.
one.
In a world where, and it could be true. See, this is what I don't know. Are they actually one being, or are they just a collective called the one? The one being a...
That's your
Of
first
course.
question.
I'm just asking myself, really, trying to understand it.
Sid?
There's one left. Well, we could try and
There's
find out about the
technically two.
possessions. Sorry?
There's technically two.
Could try and find out about the possessions that have been happening, the disappearing.
What about your selfish question?
I was going to ask for more information on these. Rob is, I don't have sleeves, so I'll just show the.
After seeing
Better
your people the way we did, I don't think that's a selfish question. I think you probably deserve those answers. It's not necessarily selfish.
You're happy using it on that?
We just catch him again. We need to ask us another 5 questions. It wasn't so hard.
I'm not a genie.
I'm
I
not
just
asking
get
for a wish.
caught.
Hold on. If you were a genie, we wouldn't be asking you questions. We'd be wishing for things.
Ah, true.
You should know that. You're
Wait,
all
can you
knowing.
make wishes?
Nah, wish I could. Wait, that just happened? No, I'm kidding.
Try it on the big boy. And I'll gesture back to the rocket.
I wish, stone giant, that you disappear. Nah, I didn't.
I'm glad because things have been disappearing. I might be looking at you.
I'm not going to disappear anytime soon. I
You
hope.
don't know.
What's the question?
Well, I'll display the runic tattoos on me. What can you tell me about whatever entity has given me these?
Those are fun. They're weird. It's like I almost can read them, but then they... That's powerful. Pretty powerful, actually.
That's my nipple.
Ah, sorry.
Actually, just interject.
Yeah.
As he's showing him, can I read them?
No.
No, okay.
No. Not in any language you know.
Haha.
Good try. They're eluding me a little bit. I'm going to say that is old magic, definitely. Magic that hasn't left you, like it's left everybody else. That's interesting. So it's powerful. As powerful as probably the Fey magic. But it's not Fey magic, it doesn't taste like it, you know what I mean?
What?
I don't know.
What, it's got to taste?
Magic has flavors. Not like that. It has signatures, if you will. Places they come from. That's not Fey magic, no. That's something else, something I haven't encountered. So I'm sorry. But you can ask me the next question because I don't know. But it's not Fey magic, just so you're aware. That would be a freebie.
Figured that much out already.
Oh, then I'm sorry. Then I do not know. Ask your final question.
Maybe we should ask him everything that he knows about us. People seem to want answers, and we don't have them.
Sure you want your browser history exposed here?
I don't have any browser history. It might not be a bad idea, unless anyone has an objection or a better question.
The only other thing I could think of was tying in with On Foshan and those disappearances. But have at it.
It's up to you guys. We're a team.
I would think that anything that would prepare us for Han for Shen. Are we going to the mask after this? Once we gather up the horses and everything else?
Oh, we originally came out this way to check on the conclave. Try find them.
I don't mind where we go next.
Aren't the conclave connected to the mask?
Oh, don't believe so. I haven't made any connections, but I'm rather dumb.
Oh, and you can see the stretching in the gnome's sort of shoulders as he sort of just cracks his neck a little bit. Oh, please ask me about you. Oh, yes. So delicious, so delicious. Come on. What have you got to lose?
Okay.
I already know about me.
Oh, but do you?
Can you tell us everything that you know about us as individuals and a group?
I'm sorry. I can only tell you one thing about each of you. Perhaps what you've done.
That wasn't my question.
Well, yes, I understand that, and I'll let you have another. But just as the rules of the game go, not everything. I don't know everything about you, but I have an inkling of
No, I said
a fact about
everything
each
that
of
you know. Go on.
Go on, you won't.
You won't.
Sounds
Mark.
like you want to do this out of your own pleasure.
Oh, yes, very pleasurable.
Did
When
you-
I can impart
Do you
things
want
like
to
this.
summon that hand up?
Nah.
Go ahead.
Okay. But I don't think you're ready. But anyway, I don't care. Hey. Unfortunately, Harkin is not your enemy.
Ooh, okay.
I'm sorry, Sid. I'm very sorry. And he doesn't have a lot of time left. Hello. Nora doesn't like you anymore.
Yep, I'm not too big a fan of her either.
But what are you
This
gonna
is so shady.
but what are you gonna do when she's coming for you? Hey Luna.
Hold on 1 second, please. I'm just writing this down in my notebook. If you have a group fact, you can come back to me in a second while I catch up.
Don't.
Um, 1 moment, please. I'm right fast enough. I'm not even the note taker this campaign.
That's hilarious.
That's true. Okay, yep, good.
The fifth member
I'm
of the group
listening.
that isn't here.
I'm just also writing at the same time. Could you speak slowly?
Your parents are shady.
That's not a fact.
You should ask them where they're
Hold
getting.
on a second. Shade comes out at night.
You should ask your parents where they get their dealings and who they do business with. Also, who they bargain.
I don't believe you.
Well, you know, I'm simply a truth seeker. But every now and again, I get little lights of brilliance, I might add. Look, this has been fun. I don't know whether I've helped you too much.
What about Sid?
I've already mentioned Sid.
Yeah,
So
see.
why do you want to make him
Stay.
revisit that his dad's gonna die?
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Jesus, fellow.
Sorry.
I mean, you're old.
My bad. I'm sorry.
The memory, you know. But it's been. Maybe we will meet someday, but I will not let you catch me as easily next time. It's not like a catch and kiss thing. You know that, right? I'm not simply going to answer questions of you if you catch me next time.
Maybe we won't let you catch us.
Okay. Oh, that could be fun.
If you want it to be like that.
Sid is single.
Ooh. Ah, not interested. But hey,
Back to lying.
But yeah, obviously.
it's been fun. Thank you. I've got to be somewhere. So,
Where?
sixth question.
No, that's the last one. You said you didn't know.
Enjoy yourselves here. And one last bit of advice. If you can find and catch up with the one and put them down and find your necklace, you can do pretty well. And he's gone.
Your hat sucks.
And you say that in thin air as he is no longer there in the tavern. And the last thing you hear is this stone giant looking around and saying, Is he gone?
He's gone.
Yes. Oh, that was very difficult. I think maybe some free accommodation and ale would be sufficient.
Can I try and make the scent of toasted marshmallows?
Toasted marshmallows and drink and food is served up to you. And just a breath of pause from that excitable note. You finish off at the tabernacle in the evening.
A level higher?
And you do. In
I'm
in
such a
fact,
bitch.
learn. I had it planned, and you absolutely learn a little bit more about yourselves, a little bit more about each other, and strengthen by
Quick, let's level up.
level 4.
I actually get a subclass.
Hey,
Hey,
amazing.
I actually get 2 HP.
plus your con modifier.
Oh, yay, an ability score improvement.
Woohoo! Or
Still have
repeat.
less than what you have now.
That's true, I should actually read those.
Yeah, read those feats. Don't. Yeah, from other books too. Don't rush it. But
No, I won't, because I'm a druid this season.
hey, we're gonna end it there for the stream. So thank you
Do we have
everybody.
code work for Aeon?
Hang on, yeah, we're going to release this this amazing shirt next week as a prize, and the giveaway is on our Twitter pinned. Absolutely. The code word to get an extra entry and you can put this word into the chat of that either a private chat. You can actually private chat us as well on Twitter. That'll make it a little bit more secretive for you to get an extra entry, or just put it as a comment.
Do a dance. Go on, quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just getting all this gnome
Is
energy
this
out of
something
it.
that can be redeemed during Jaspers?
Yes, it can be redeemed during Jaspers.
When?
Jaspers Game Day next week is on the 15th. Is when I'm going to be the DM on Day 1, Day 1. You're going to see me again.
You're the opening
I'm
guy.
the opening act, and I'm so sorry in advance. So that's fun. But the code word is giant. So that's cool.
You can stop dancing now.
Oh, okay.
It's unsafe.
Get
Unless you don't want to.
Oh, cool. I didn't want to. Thanks.
What's the code word?
Code word is giant. So giant is the code word that will give.
Oh, dance again, quick!
Quick! Why?
Because Promethean did it now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Not you, stop.
Oh, okay.
Jordan.
Go. Oh yeah. Oh, break it down. Do 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 do. Do do. Jordan time.
I don't know. There's not much you can do what you seated.
That was lovely. That was good. Thank you.
Hey, if anyone has any redemption ideas for our stream next Tuesday,
Yeah.
if you're not watching Promethean during Jasper's Game Day, you can still raise money through us with Jasper's Game Day. If you want to see us do any stupid redemption, not you D20, then you can DM them to us as well.
Beautiful.
I think we should thank all the new people.
Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, a lot of new members tonight.
We haven't fucked yet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed that chaos that was this session. And yeah, come back and chat to us again. Hopefully we've been fun, and we've loved you having you there. Here.
Yeah!
Right, it's late in time. Have a good evening and
Boney Sarah.
stay safe.
Thank you all.
Goodbye.
Namaste.